Okay, we're heading back to sewing, back to face cam. I have done some work behind the scenes on this. I had to use the entirety of my hallway to do it, but I did some gathering, and ooh, it took some time. I will show you this, but I don't think you're really going to be able to appreciate it. Let me change my camera. Hi, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. Basically, it's trying to gather something that's 16 meters down to 8 meters. Nah, it doesn't like to do that very much. And I couldn't find anywhere in my house that was 16 meters long, funnily enough. But I could find somewhere that was half of that, and we could gather it down there. And that's what I did. I did that. So, let me just grab it. It's okay if it moves just a little bit. This is what one piece gathered down to... Ooh, sorry, it's mixed with another. One piece gathered down to 8 meters looks like. It's still huge. It looks like this. And it took maybe an hour. I was watching maybe like an hour and a bit. I was watching another stream while I was doing this, so I probably, well, no, I say that though. I think it was pretty concentrated. I can't show it on the desk all laid out because, unfortunately, it doesn't fit on my desk. But it looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it. And I was worried it was going to be really like it'd proof back in a lot, but it actually comes out quite nicely. It's got a lot of gather in it, so it looks pretty good. And that's going to go into... Oh, I've got something flying on my headset now. No. That's going to go into one of the middle pieces, and then we're going to have to gather that middle piece into one of the smaller pieces. And I'll try and do that on stream. Hopefully we should, because we'll have to gather... I think... Is it like a... Oh, no, wait, actually. It might have been a... It might not have been a 16 meter piece. It might have only been 12. It was a ridiculously long piece. However long it was stupidly long. Because I think the piece is being gathered down into is 6 meters long. Maybe. And then from 6 meters into a 2 meter piece? That sounds kind of right. I've forgotten all the measurements, but the thing is I've already cut them all out, so it doesn't really matter if I remember the measurements or not at this point because they're already cut out. I can go back to my last stream where I explained my thought process, because at this point, when they're already cut out, it doesn't matter. I've done all that work. The maths is done. I did that last week. But yeah, at this point I just have to gather them so they all fit. But they look pretty good. I mean, this one I think is a bit more gathered one side than the other. But I can probably fix that as I pin it, to be honest. It's only very minor. I did fix a lot of it while I was sat on the floor, to be honest. So it's not too bad. And then once we've sewn all of the pieces together, dip diet. Not on stream. That'll be in the bathroom. But then hopefully it should be purple at the bottom and white at the top. Ish. Whitish. Much lighter at the top. Oh my god! Lasso! Hi! All of the months. Heck. Thank you so much for the 14 months. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of months. Welcome back. How goes it? I hope you've had a good week. Just looking at petticoat ruffles. Oh, and Vile, thank you for the hydrate. Hi, how goes it? My tea is very hot right now, Vile. I don't know if I can hydrate. It's I have a very hot cup of tea. It's just out the kettle. Oh, and thank you for the double horns, eh? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll do a tiny hydrate. Hiya, Jelly. Hiya, Vile. How goes it? Quit my job, my car broke 2 days later. Otherwise, great. I mean, I hope you quit your job because you have something else that's good. So it was like a positive thing. I think normally if you quit your job, it's for a good reason. So I hope things are going well, Lasso. That'll work. Tiny sip. Tiny sip. Ah, dear. And also, that's another thing. It's like 1 week till boobtober. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so boobtober, it starts next Friday. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's 1 week. Basically 1 week. I mean, after if I stream on Thursday next week, I'm not sure what's happening next week, but if I stream on Thursday next week, if I don't even, I get to change all my emotes to pink. Heck yeah. We have pink horn, pink jelly, pink deer. Just finished some 3D printed parks, one of the modded plastic giveaways. Oh! I can show you one. Okay. So, you've reminded me. That sounds awesome. I actually have 2 things that I want to give away at the moment. One of them is the VTuber that you've probably seen. It's the Crafty Goblin VTuber that we're going to be rigging on stream. That one I think people have seen. Because it's like the best way of getting to know the VTuber is to see it. The other one is a bit more traditional. It's like the opposite of a VTuber, honestly. It's like the VTuber is very, very modern. This is like very traditional art. I can go grab that in a minute if you want to go see it. I might have a little bit more of my tea because that was actually really nice. I got the biscuit tea. I don't know if the biscuit tea is available very much outside of the UK, but I have got another one. Ah, dear. So I can show that. It's just one giveaway because I did think about splitting it up, but honestly, I kind of just want to I don't know. The giveaways the things I'm giving away are more to here you go, because to try and I don't know, because I think with streaming and with a lot of creative stuff in general, there can be quite a price thing, or what do you call it? There's a word for this. But it can feel like you have to spend money to start doing it. There's a better way of putting that. But I'm sure someone in chat knows what I'm trying to say. But basically that money part at the beginning can make it quite difficult to get into it. And so I'm trying to do some giveaways that kind of help to jump into those sort of hobbies. Starting cost, that's the one I'm trying to think. Yeah. Thank you. You wouldn't think that would be a difficult one. Yeah, the starting cost can be a little tricky. I know everyone says, start with what you've got. And I do agree with that. But also, if you don't want to show your face and you do want a VTuber, the starting cost of VTubers is hundreds. So that can be quite tricky, right? And, with art supplies, again, they say start with what you got, but if you don't have anything, art supplies are not cheap. And capital would have worked as well, but I think starting cost was what I was looking for. It's that starting boost where it's you can absolutely start with what you've got, but with crafts and VTubers and things like that specifically, it does feel like what you're saying is nice, but it doesn't change the fact that they're not cheap things to start, if that makes sense. Again, English is my only language, but I'm not good at it. I know the words that I want to say, but I'm not good at speaking them. it's you're saying is true. What you're saying is true when you say like you can start with anything, but like sewing, I think, is a really good example. Like you can hand stitch everything that you ever do, right? You absolutely can. But if you really want to get into making clothing, a sewing machine is going to help, like a lot. It's gonna make sewing clothing daily what you do, right? And that's got a pretty intense starting cost. That's not something just anyone can jump into. Like, sure, if you've got a good paying job, you could maybe afford that. But to somebody on minimum wage, that's quite intense. And it's not the easiest hobby just to jump into when it's got that sort of starting cost. It's something that you really have to consider. Now, if I could just give away sewing machines left, right, and centre, I would. But I can't. Alas, I cannot. The buying costs more for a lot of hobbies. Yeah, it's the buying cost. I think knitting and crochet are quite good ones, honestly, if you are looking at more crafts, because the buy-in costs for crochet and knitting are much smaller. Because you literally just need one ball of wool and one hook or one set of needles, and you can give it a go. And comparatively, cross stitch is a really good one too. Yeah, that's another really, really good example. You need one needle, or you just need a kit, and you can have a finished product that you can walk away with for very, very cheap. Whereas sewing can have quite a high starting cost. Cosplay in general can have quite a high starting cost. I'd say painting is another one with a pretty high starting cost, because paints aren't cheap. Same with a lot of art supplies, they're not cheap. So I wanted to do a little bundle giveaway that would kind of set somebody up to start. I couldn't do sewing because it honestly, even that is out of my price range personally, but I do actually have some pretty good contacts when it comes to art supplies. Not sewing supplies yet, unfortunately. Sewing supplies will have to get there. But when it comes to art supplies, I have some contacts in the biz. So I was able to get a pretty good bundle. Give me 2 seconds and I'll go grab that. Right. I'm gonna have to put my headset back on, so excuse me 2 seconds. Apologies. Padman, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. We're just gonna go through one of the giveaways I'm gonna be doing. So this is all one giveaway, bear in mind. The main, I think, piece de resistance is the wooden box pencil kit at the bottom. Which is, it's like a chest of pencils. So it's got like, I think the chest with the drawing pencils, like the graphite ones. And then it's got your full color ranges in 2 different types of pencils. But then I also got the watercolor pencils on top of that. So you should have your full set of pencils. You've got oil pastels, but then also oil paints. Because these ones get expensive. If you want to do your Bob Ross, you're going to need these ones, the oil paints. So you have your oil pastels and oil paints. I think in the box you get the A4 sketchbook, but then you've also got a little A5 sketchbook, because these are the ones that I use. I like these ones. And yeah, basically, it's a full kit. These things normally cost a fair amount. Again, I have people in the know. But, yeah, this should get someone going pretty good if you want to get into more traditional art, like as far as if you like Bob Ross, if you like drawing, if you want to get into pencils or oil pastels, you have literally everything here that would get you into that. So I thought, yeah, this is a pretty good one. The other one would be the VTuber, again, for similar reasons, in that VTubers... Have a little look on Etsy if you're curious, but because I'm not making this up. VTuber commissions, if you want the art and the rigging, in pounds, they start at about £300. So if you're someone who wants to be a VTuber and wants to have a full rig, and you're not going to do the art for it, and you're wanting it to get, you know, rigged up, you're looking at about £300 for a simple rig. And that's not an intense art, that's like simple. £300. You can convert that to whatever you like. That's more in dollars and other currency, of course, but £300 is what I see it in. It's expensive. It is. I'm sure you can get it on other websites for cheaper. I don't know if that would only be rigging though, or if it'd only be art. It's expensive. It's very expensive. Some places do just offer one or the other though, and it might be that if you get an artist and a rigger separately, that it might be cheaper. But yeah, so I wanted to do that one as well, because again, if you're someone who wants to go into VTubing, but you can't afford the initial cost, which is absolutely fair enough, that's a very expensive initial cost. I'm not someone who does commissions, and I'm never going to be, but I can make a one-off product and give it away. So I thought that'd be a good one. And doing something crafty fits with the majority of my audience. Oh dear. Did they just fall off a truck, Jelly? No, those are brand new, not been touched, never used. Oh dear. I mean, if you were to buy them and sell them, they would all sell at their retail price, but I would hope they would go to somebody that would use them. Yes. Evening from the other side of the world. We could do some Bob Ross. I'm not, but I really hope that somebody in chat receives the giveaway and can. Also, Chop the Gal Bladder, how's it going? Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. You may even want to be a VTube rigger. I mean, there's a lot of money in it. If you get good at rigging, there's a lot of money in VTube rigging because so many people need that service. So you could do that. You want to make a VTuber and don't want to do much, grab some free copyright character that can be used. I mean, yeah, but it would need to be split into its parts, so there would still be quite a bit of work go into it, as far as you would have to still take it to Photoshop. You'd still have to make all of the layers. I mean, I showed you yesterday on stream yesterday. I showed you yesterday on stream yesterday? Good. I showed you yesterday the character that we're making right now. It's not even finished. There's still a lot of layers we need to do, and it's probably already got like 100 layers. And that's to like rig. We already have to rig like 100 layers on that character, and it's not even finished. We haven't even finished it. Like you can so easily go over 100 layers to rig, and you have to split up. If it's already drawn, it's almost harder because you then have to take it and split it apart. I had to do that with the manager, and it was a nightmare because you then almost have to fill in the parts that will be there when it moves that aren't there on a still character. Whereas if you draw it from scratch, you can be like, well, I'm going to make it so that it will work in 3D, if that makes sense. Whereas a still image won't necessarily work well in 3D unless you alter it to. Yeah. It's a bit complicated to explain, but you would still have to work with it a fair amount in Photoshop, even if it was a copyright-free character. Yeah. And then split it into hundreds of layers. You just wouldn't have to draw those layers. There would still be a fair amount of knowledge necessary. Isacia, how goes it? Hello! Anytime, honestly. I'd rather people ask, because we get a lot of, or at least I say we, it's me, I'm the one handling it. But I get a lot of the same questions and having a lot of the same issues. If I'm getting a lot of the same questions, I'll just put a general pop thing out in the Discord. And I'd rather people ask, so that if I know there's a problem, I can just be like, oh, like 5 people have asked me the same question, I'll put it in the Discord. Clearly there is some communication error on my part there. Let me put it out there. Honestly, ask questions. And your barber arrived, heck yeah. Nice. That's a nice delivery. All sorted, heck yeah, I'm glad. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, we just went over one of the giveaways. We've got 2 giveaways so far. I'm probably going to have one of them on my campaign and one of them... That's another thing. I probably have to put this in the Discord. I don't know how many people are doing giveaways. I am doing one and I know Val's doing one, but I haven't heard that anyone else is. So right now I think we're okay. But people can, of course, do giveaways on the Team Tiltify if they want to. But they need, I think, to let me know. I think technically they could let Shifty know as well, but they probably would want to let me know, just so I can put it on there. My foam didn't work, so I'm trying Warbler as a base instead. Based on other folks' recommendations, use it once before, so it could go badly. And Warbler is much easier to use if you wrap it around foam, I will say. If you have a foam base and you can wrap it around it, it's a little easier. Because then you can just encase things in Warbler. And then you've already got the shape, you're just like encasing it in it, so it's a little bit harder. Because foam's much easier to get all the details in. And then you just, and then you like use the back of like a crochet hook or something like that and just get all your details in. That's definitely what they're used for. Good idea. It's for armor bits, but I've got chainmail on the top. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I like that. I love chainmail. Chainmail always looks fantastic. Oh my god! Oh! Mother Crafter, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day! Welcome on in! We're just having a chill opening! Oh! What you got? How's goes it? And Give! Welcome on in! Welcome on in! Let me just do you a shout out. 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm not a very good timer. Oh! And Witchy, thank you so much for the follow! Oh, damn! Oh my god, damn! You pop it and you're immediately on it. Thank you so much for shouting them out. I was halfway through. What were you up to? Just chatting? What were you just chatting about? To be fair, we are going to craft today. We were just starting with some chatting. We've been just chatting about giveaways. We have some giveaways coming up. Oh dear. Trust your mods. I do trust them. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, we have 2 giveaways coming up. I would have liked to have done more, but at the moment I think it is just the 2. But I'm quite pleased with what they are. I think hopefully to whoever gets them, they'll make a positive impact. Ah dear, who doesn't love a giveaway? Heck yeah! I finished an embroidery and started a treasure box. Oh, heck yeah! Oh, and Rose, thank you so much for the follow too. Welcome on in. I'm BRBO in a chat in the moment. Oh, that's fine. Thank you so much for shouting them out and have a good chat. Excuse me. Do follow. Absolutely. Heck yeah. Do an embroidery and start a treasure box. Nice. Giveaway. Yeah. Well, we're doing a big charity month over in this stream with quite a lot of other streamers too, called #boobtober. We're basically doing lots of streams for breast cancer awareness and against breast cancer. And yeah, so it's big charity month coming up for us. So you got to do giveaways, right? So we're giving away 1 VTuber, which is going to be fully made and rigged, which is going to be like a craft themed goblin. So they're like hoarding all of the craft stuff. And the second giveaway is, I've just shown it, but I'll show it again because we've had raiders. So I'll show it. It's basically everything you need to start a traditional kind of art stuff. So we have oil paints, oil pastels, a lot of pencils. We have a wooden box of Derwent pencils, as well as the extra watercolor pencils. So you have so many pencils. And this comes with an A4 sketch pad, and I also got you the A5 sketch pad. Yes. So you got a lot to start out with, because that's the thing. There's a bit of a starting cost with a lot of hobbies when it comes to like makers and crafting, and as much as we can all be like, you can start with what you've got. If you want to get into like Bob Ross style paintings, those paints cost a lot. So hey, have some oil paints. We'll get you started. Oh dear. And the same with VTubing. If you want to become a VTuber, it can cost quite a lot to start. So hey, have a VTuber. To somebody. Ah, boy, how goes it? Just waking up. Oh, I hope you're having a good morning. Quite the collection of art supplies. It is. Someone's gonna get quite a box. Oh dear. Oh, Mother Crafter, thank you for the follow. It's very kind of you. Oh, pencils. Oh god, that's a lifetime of surprise. I mean, I hope for someone it's a really good like boost. whether or not you've been crafting before or it's like you're first into crafting. Ah dear, where do I sign up? Is shipping across the pond doable? Yeah, so the reason I'm doing it all as one partly is because one, I think that I'd rather give people options, but two, because if I ship them all separately, that's gonna get me. So shipping, I'll do anywhere. I'll do anywhere. And the giveaway will be at the end of October. So at the end of the our breast cancer awareness month. It'll be to whoever's in the chat at the time. So yes. I don't have a VTuber. I really don't know what it is, but I very much love the creation on here. I've had a few people who are like, I have literally no interest in VTubing, but I want the goblin. Looky, it's Helican for once. Been so long, I almost forgot what you look like. Hi, Minimal. I'm not actually better, but I am having a lot of tests run. So, positive. They were like, ooh, actually, you do seem a bit under the weather. Let's fix you up. So they're fixing me up, and I got sick notes. So that they're not gonna make me, because I've been finding I go to work, I do a lot of heavy lifting. Not, funnily enough, not in my bra fits, but like outside, because we do a lot of stock stuff as well. And yeah, it's been making me very ill. So I'm not doing any of that now. Yes, so I'm gonna get better, hopefully. Can you ship Cyprus? Cyprus, can you ship hugs too? I'm afraid not, but wouldn't that be something, huh? I don't really need it. It's still a brilliant thing. Well, this is the thing. For some people, that's just going to be a really good like top up for their collection. It's going to be, you know, maybe they draw digitally only and they've not drawn traditionally, so that's going to be like something to try. Or maybe, you know, they've used pencils, but they've not done oil pastels and oil paints, so it's going to be something new to try. But for some people, they're not going to have anything, so it's going to be completely new. So I really hope there's something for whoever wins. There'll be something there for you. Yes, I do like the goblin idea. Yeah! Originally, I just wanted to do a craft-themed VTuber, and then someone said, do goblin. And I was like, you know what? That's an idea. Doing heavy lift, buff jelly, imagine that. I used to be a buff jelly. I don't think I've been like that visibly strong since I was like 16. But if you see pictures of me before I was 16, I had no flexing, visible muscles. Like most times, because I did rowing and I did athletics and I like competed, so I was like very muscular. Like I used to be like really strong. And so I used to be like a very buff jelly, and there's like pictures of me like really young as well. Like I saw a picture of me like I was 10 and I was just like walking around like doing a silly walk and my arms are like it's like, oh my god, I am like the strongest small 10-year-old. But it's because, yeah, I liked rowing, and rowing obviously like does a lot for your abs and your arms. And then I also did sprints and high jump, which your legs get really strong. So basically my full body was I was very strong. But then of course I didn't do that as much anymore, and then I got ill, and then I lost a lot of weight. You lose your weight, you lose your muscles, and so I'm now like... That being said, my legs are still pretty strong. I will say I've still got pretty good strong legs. I just don't have the upper body I used to. I do miss my strong arms. I liked them. Maybe not quite as much, but like I still would like some definition. One day. That's a good idea. So do them throughout. Mine's gonna be pre-birthday gifts. Pre-birthday gifts! Oh, that's lovely. That would also be lovely. Medium is Lego, so... Oh, that's very different. Lego is a good one though. We love Lego in this household. We have a lot of Lego. I like the architecture sets. I only have 3 painting shipping container and 1 painting IRL. Rest is digi for me and buff jelly, a muscular jelly. Giving away nice all at once. I'm gonna be gone for a couple weeks and out for the month. Ah, oh, yeah, that's true. You have a full week out. It's gonna be whatever's easy for you though, I suppose. Hope you're well with a great stream made of pure stardust. Chad, thank you. I hope you're doing good too. Also, thank you for the follow, Gev. Welcome on in. I know you've been here for a minute, but welcome on in. Rowing is a damn fine exercise. It is. Press B for buff. God damn it. the bees. Seems like rowing covers most of your body. I think that it does because you use your legs, but I didn't use like a proper rowing boat. I was literally just rowing in the ocean. Like I was just having fun. Like whip, 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 whip. Like we had like a sailing club, but like they'd let you like use the rowboats, and I was like, I could sail, but there's a rowboat right there, and I really liked the feeling of like my arms being tired. I don't know what it, just using my arms. So I'd like sail for 2 minutes and then be like, I want to go in the rowboat. so I'd sail for like a minute and then I'd be like, and I want to go in the rowboat, please. So it wasn't like a proper rowboat, but you'd use your arms a lot more, I think, than you'd use your legs in that one. You were thinking shell sculling. Yeah, it wasn't quite like that. Like the rowboat was more like, I'm going fishing. It was a big boat. Like really thick boat. Shredded jelly. Yo, still need to do a fabric run. I do too, but I'm not really, I'm hoping to do a fabric run soon, but I'm kind of meant to be on like, sit rest. Like look after myself, not lift things, not go out to the shops too much, chill at home, relax. So I'm not really sure when my fabric run's gonna be, or whether I should just do it online. I'm not sure. Little jelly sailing in the ocean like Moana. It'd just be me cackling in a rowboat. Not quite like Moana. I have to grab some lunch, so I'm gonna lurk. Have a good lurk! You show some of these swole jelly pics. I don't know if I'll have many because I didn't really take photos. I probably have some when I'm younger. Like when I'm like 10. But then the one I'm thinking of, I also had socks and sandals, so I'm like a bit hesitant. They made Jelly the ruler of the Queen's Navy. God damn it. Chonky boat. It was a chonky boat. And go online, girl, but I guess we have to go and touch all the fabric. I need to feel the wools. Yeah, the other thing is that the haberdasheries near me, I like chatting to the people there. Like we get along. I go in often enough, so whenever I'm not like buying fabric from there, I always kind of feel like I'm cheating on my haberdasheries, so I don't want to cheat on them. Like if I have to buy the fabric online, that's fine. But if I know I can buy it on store and then I go online, I'm like, I'm cheating on them. I love them. I see you're from Wales. I recently discovered a lovely cheese brand from there, Snowdonia. I think I've seen people eat that and I don't think I've had it. I will say I'm not from Wales. I've just been here for like 7 years and I'm not leaving. They're not getting rid of me. I'm staying. I'm stuck here now. I'm never going. I'm from England, but I've been here for long enough that I'm not leaving. You're stuck with me now. Here I am. I love my haberdashery because I've always had good advice from the girlies. That's the thing. You go and you're like, this is my project. And then sometimes I'll whip out a fabric from the back and they're like, we just got this in. Oh, what do you think of this? And you're like, oh. The other thing is, from the haberdasheries, they'll sell you like 20 centimeters of the fabric. And for bras and stuff, that's all I need. I don't need that much. So when I have to go online and buy 1 meter, it feels just a little bit wasteful because I know I'm not going to use 1 meter of a lot of these fabrics like anytime soon. And if I leave just 80 centimeters of the fabric, I can't use that for very much. So it does feel like quite wasteful to buy 1 full meter. So yeah, I'd rather go in ideally so I can buy very small amounts. I like the bin bag that has scraps. Yeah, I love scraps. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could definitely... Oh! Wait! Sweet Nightmare of Ambition! That is a name. Thank you for the follow. Wow. You know what though? Yeah, thank you. Very cool. I could definitely recommend the Green Thunder and Black Bomber varieties. Ooh. You know, cheese doesn't like me, but I love cheese. Oh, dear. I'm one of the few people I know, like, again, this comes back to, I'm sure being lactose intolerant is more common abroad than it is over here, because I know barely anyone that's lactose intolerant over here. But I am. And yeah, cheese doesn't agree with me very much. Haberdasheries, I'm going to raid you. Oh dear, that would be kind of cute. Can we get some haberdashery live streams? I'm gonna take you over to the other stream really quickly. Other screen, everyone really quickly, because this is what we're working with today. So we got pre-ruffled fabric. I've ruffled this in my hallway, so if it's a bit bobbly, that's why. It was in my hallway, and I'm gonna be pinning this to the piece that it's been ruffled to match-ish. If it's not spot on, it's fine. We'll live. Oh, art box, I need you to move. Yeah, we'll survive if it doesn't match perfectly. Truthfully, worse things have happened. It'll be alright. I am going to remove the pin from here. Ooh. Basically, I just want these to go one onto the other. I do want to find the center part though, because I do need that to be the right way around. Because there is a piece that's like where they've been sewn together. So there's a seam somewhere. Where it is though. In this exceptionally long piece of fabric. Who knows? You're seeing a lot of seasoning for the soup. We love seasoning. I actually had soup for lunch today. I'm trying to make more wholesome soups at the moment. Very protein. I'm eating a lot of protein right now. And I'm quite pleased with my soup today. I roasted a lot of like veggies and some chicken in the oven. Like I roasted them all for like quite a while. The veggies was roasting for like an hour, and then I made them into soup. So they were like roasted veggie soup, and it was pretty good. Pretty good. I'm getting my soup game up because I'm eating so much soup at the moment. I want my soup to be good, and so I'm like upping my soup game. No, that's the other side. I've missed it. Where was it? Huh? How did I miss it? It had to be around here somewhere. So I had that for lunch today. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Sounds nice. It was good. Soup is good food. I'm a big fan of soup. Like smooth food anyway, I do quite like. But at the moment, anyone who's new in, I have something wrong with my stomach right now. So at first I was like, oh, it's just my stomach acting up. And then I went to the doctors and they were like, it's probably a stomach infection. And so I've been treating it for having a stomach infection. But then I'm like 4 weeks in now. I'm 4 weeks in. Thank you for the horn. Dear. And it's probably not a stomach infection. Not after this long. So we're just seeing if there's something else going on. Because I haven't eaten... Well, that's not fully true actually. Yesterday I ate some chicken nuggets. And every now and again I try and eat solid food to see how I do, you know, just test out the water, and then I get incredibly ill. Where is the center? I'm it could be because I'm not concentrating. I feel like I'm just consistently going past it. No. It's gotta be in here. There it is. Found you. Okay, so it's gotta be this way up. Now we just take this to the side, and we don't flip it over. Yum, chicken nuggets. They were tasty. But we got some good food. We're gonna have I don't know what you guys call it. Again, I've always called it a ploughman's meal. It's like basically it's like a bit of everything. So like you might have like a boiled egg and some salad and like a selection of meats and maybe some olives and some cheeses, and I'll have like some pickled fish normally with it. And that's a ploughman's meal. I don't know if you guys have a different name for it. I'd be curious because like it's a good meal. Like for when you're not feeling super well, I think. Because you can kind of pick at it. Witness fashion. Witness fashion. How's it going, Matrix as well? I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I think that's what we're having for the next few days. Lots of plowman's meals. I actually really like as well, like sardines and like that kind of fish in tins. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but tin sardines, like in sunflower oil, I think is the one I like. I just really like that. Something about it. I like it when they don't have the big spines best, but I'll eat it with the big spines. I'll remove the spines, but oh, so good. You sound like Tumnus from Narnia now. Wait. Does Tumnus eat fish spines? Have I forgotten? Wait. What have I forgotten? Ah, dear. Tin fish is fun. It is. And it's so easy and accessible. Like, I could be like, I'm a little peckish, and I could just crack open a tin. Oh, so good. I love it. It's so tasty. I know there's probably like a lot of chefy things you can do with it, but I'll literally just crack open a tin and like start eating it. Like as it is. I think it's so tasty. You put fish in your cup of tea? No, my cup of tea actually tastes like biscuits. Because it's the biscuit Yorkshire tea. Shall we have sardines, Mr. Tumnus? Mr. Tumnus often sardines on toast. Oh, that's good though. Yeah, I remembered who he was. I can't remember the sard. It's been a while though, to be fair. I'm out of date on my Narnia knowledge. He's got good taste if he's offering sardines on toast though. Sardines on toast is good. It's a bit too much effort for me, but it's good. Tinned fish bachelor chow. To be fair, it's just good food. It's food in a can. It's good. I know you, always hungry. But it's so good. It's so good. And it's soft. Like, you don't even have to chew fish in a can. Oh, it's so good. Although, I don't like removing the spines. I stand by that. It's a little annoying to remove the spines. Yorkshire tea, you approve! You're a lazy eater too, Gav? Yeah, me too. I like cooking, but like, if I'm hungry, I just want to eat right then and there. So it's like, having fish in a tin is like perfect. You can just get the fish out of the tin. Tea biscuits. Well, David, this tastes like, it smells like I've already dunked a biscuit in my tea. It's so cool. Who has time to toast bread, right? My thoughts exactly. Who has the time to toast bread in this day and age? Not me, that's for sure. I only have time to de-spine my sardines. So I get sardines boneless and mash them to panko with salt and pepper, carve out a tomato, grill the cut end first in the pan with olive oil, flip and stuff the panko mix and grill for a minute, put them in the oven for about... See, that sounds really good, Vile. I'm just lazy, but it sounds really tasty. Chomps the spines. See, that's probably more me. It's just like... See, I can imagine Vile in the kitchen being like, hold up 2 seconds, I've got an amazing thing. And then there's like me, Gev, other lazy eaters in chat just being like in the background. Chomping our spines, you know. Wait, the tea is already biscuit flavored? Yeah, so it smells just like you've dunked like a malted milk or something like that biscuit in there. And it's so good. It's so good. It's the Yorkshire tea biscuit tea. And it's so good. Because Yorkshire tea is already good tea. And then it's just like got that slight smell of biscuit. It's so good. It's a good day when I take the time to boil water for ramen. See, I don't have the ramen anymore because I had it so much. Can't have it anymore. I had it too much, I think, when I was in uni, and now I'm like, no, no more, no more. Too much. I watch other people eat it, and I'm like, I know it tastes good, but like, I can't do it. Can't do it. I've eaten it too much. I cook a lot. Thanks for cooking, but I'm not hungry anymore. And you can cook pot pies to die for. Oh, I don't know if I've ever had a chicken pot pie. Like, the chicken pies I've always had are like a pie. Like a pie? Full pie. Any cooking streams perchance? None anytime soon. Maybe the new place, we'll see. That's how I feel about like my kitchen. Like, I've mentioned this before. Our kitchen is a hazard. Our kitchen is also the reason that our house was not gas safe for like over a year. But I don't think Stream sometimes believes how unsafe our kitchen is. So it has a power outlet in it, which is the power outlet you can use. It has two actually, because it technically has one underneath the sink, which I think it's only one power outlet there. So the single one, which I think is meant for a freezer. And then it's got the double one. It's like 2 inches away from the sink, like where the water comes out. It's really good. It's like splash right into the power outlet. But then, you know, this is the same kitchen that like used to just turn the hobs on and they'd never light. They'd just spew gas into your kitchen. So should I be surprised? Probably not. And we told them, we were like, there's something wrong with this kitchen. They were like, okay. 1 year later, I don't think your house is gas safe. You think. You think. Oh, what could have given it away? Is it the gas taps that we have? Oh, that's a very unusual place for a power outlet. I know. You have to be really careful as well because, like, I think it's just the way the counters are. They're like tilted back a little bit, so the water gathers at the back of the counter. So you have to be really careful to make sure that like you really mop down the back before you plug anything in. So there's not excess water back there. There's some shite landlords. Yeah, like our letting agent is pretty good. Like they do chase them down. But the landlords, like I gave them the benefit of a doubt for a very long time. And I did. I try to be nice, especially because it was like the lockdowns and stuff like that, and like, you know, things are difficult. Maybe they were new landlords and stuff like that. But then I found out that they have like 15 other properties or something, and I'm like, okay, they're not new landlords. This isn't their first property. And then I was like, okay, because I thought a lot of the things they'd done with this house, I was like, oh, this must just be their first property. They must have like lived in this house and then rented it, right? That's why we have all these weird things. No, they just have done nothing with it since they purchased it. Nothing. Dearie me. It's got like kids' bedroom stamps, like, and stuff like that. It's weird. It's really weird. A lot of the things, like there's like princess stickers, like peeling off the walls and stuff like that. Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. The stuff that they left, and I was like, well, maybe it's from the previous landlord. Like it was their house. No. And yeah, the stuff with like the gas taps and it's just yeah, it's just bad. Zero doubt to benefit them. Also, Red, how goes it? I hope you have a good day. The other powder I said was the last place. It was high up above the sink, like, you know, the area in the kitchen cabinets. Picture that above the sink. Sink got power outlet. No clue how you'd. Yeah, I've seen randomly really high ones. Like, I think I didn't live there, but I saw an above a door frame once, and I was like, I don't know what you'd put there. Like, it was above, like, the frame of a door, and I was just like, wait, like, what are you planning? What are you planning for up there? Like, there must have been a plan, but it's difficult to imagine what other people would use such a high power outlet above a door for. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. Any cameras to report them to? No. And to be honest, most of the time it's like, you can kind of just get by. It's just like, you take pictures when you move in, right? So that they know it's not you. And like, we reported a lot of issues when we moved in so that they knew it wasn't us. As long as it's not stuff that puts us in danger, like the gas, which we have now sorted, it's not an issue. A lot of it's just weird, you know? Just weird stuff. And honestly, I've said this before, I've lived in much worse places. Renting is such a weird mixed bag. Yeah. But then we move house like once a year, normally. This is like one of the longest times we've spent somewhere, and it's only mainly because of lockdown. My parents had a lighter outfit just over the stove in the house I grew up in. One night during a lightning storm, it arced to the stove and lit the gas line. Actually, the one that woke up and found it destroyed my parents' bed when I grabbed the bed and shook it to wake them. Oh my god! Those are for high-powered appliances. God damn it. Yeah, you mean you're not wrong. You're not wrong. High-tech. Very high-tech. Above the door tech. God damn it. Like I said, there must have been some reason they had that. It's difficult to come in as someone who's not seen the reason and be like, why is there a power outlet above the door? I don't know. We have another thing. We saw this when we came in and were like, that's a bit weird. Most of our, not most of them, but a lot of our power outlets are actually extensions. So there'll be like one power outlet in a room, and then they'll have extended the power outlet to another power outlet. It's really odd. So rather than having a separate electrical line, they'll just put an extender from, like, they'll have used one of the power outlet slots, covered it, and then run it to another, and then like put it into the wall so it looks like a power outlet, but it's not. It's an extension. So like a lot of the rooms have 3 available power slots, power things, if that makes sense, because one of them will be used by an extension to another power. It's weird. It's very weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. Because I have it down there. Like, there's one that I can use. Because the other one runs to another power slot that's over there with 2. But that's an extension that's just been plugged into the wall. Drilled into the wall. So it looks like that's a real one, but it's not. Yeah, hates moving and would love to never do it again. Why do you move that often? It's always a different reason. It's been a different reason every time. There's been one reason was the house was a danger, so we had to leave. One of our houses made us homeless at one point, so we had to leave, and then we went back to the house, and then we left permanently. And then we moved to another house, which was a really nice house, but it was very small. And that's the house before this one, where you could only have one person stand in the kitchen at a time and stuff like that, because it was like so small. And then we really knew that we kind of had to move from that one if we were going to expand at all. And we moved the day before lockdown, which was like probably one of the best things we did. And we moved up here. The other thing is, rent in some areas is much cheaper than others, and you want to kind of move with your job to an extent. So often we move for our jobs. So that's another thing, is we've been working for a while, so moving with jobs. If we don't have to live in a more expensive area, we're not going to. You know? But there's been 1 or 2 times where the house has made us move, and I think those are the 2 times the house has made us move. Where it was just very, very small, and the other one was, it was dangerous. And then every other time it would be moving for work. Yeah. I think that's it. Other than finding a flame shooting out the back of the stove, luckily we have a fire hydrant. I mean, I'm glad. Oh dear. This was when I was a teenager. I've been super safe, one in my family. Good. Worrying when the house makes you move. Yeah, that one was bad. I think I think out of all the experiences I've had though, that one was one that made me realize that we have a really good community of friends. Because, you know, when something like that happens and you have to leave your house at and this was 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas, which in the UK is a big event. And yeah, I still had my job to go to and everything, and I got a call while I was at work saying I couldn't go back to the house. All of my stuff had to be like fumigated, I think, and I was like, what's going on? I don't understand. I've lost all the Christmas presents. What's going on? And because there was like a dangerous mold in the bedroom. We kind of knew something was happening because I couldn't breathe in one of the rooms in the house. But like, yeah, it was really bad. And yeah, so I called up a couple people, and I had more people offer to take us in than I could literally go stay with. Like, we had so many friends offer to put us up. And I was like, thank you so much, but I'm already staying with like 3 people. like, it's so kind of you. But like, I can't stay with everyone. And I think it really showed like how good some of the friends we've made are, that at like that much notice, they were like, well, take whatever you need that you can, and you can store it in our house. Take like however long you need to stay. If you need to stay with us over Christmas, we won't go to our home to our family. You can stay with us. Like that. They were there for us. And yeah, so I think as much as it was like a rubbish experience, I think it was like amazing to see how amazing our friends are. Like I truly value everyone in my life so much. Because you don't know whether anyone would take you in that situation, or whether you're just gonna have to find like a hotel or what you're gonna do. It's quite scary, and then outpouring of love, and we were very lucky, very, very lucky, because I don't have like family nearby or anything like that, so like we fully relied on our friends during that situation, and they were amazing. Like it was all that we could do just like to stop them like consistently feeding us. Ah, dear. Wait, the Norwegian streamer named one of the pumpkins after me? Random, you're kidding. Oh my god. You mean there's a jelly pumpkin? Oh my god. Oh, Chloe. Heck, that's so sweet. Oh, no. I don't deserve to have like that cute named after me. I'll have to send her my thanks after stream. Jeez. Oh. Heck. That's really sweet. Oh dear, if anyone wasn't there for the raid yesterday, we raided somebody. To be fair, we raided somebody, and then I didn't wanna bother them because they got raided again, but I got Andy raided. And Andy raids are always very exciting, and I was like, I'll leave. I'll not leave, but I watched it because like it's always very exciting. But like I don't wanna interrupt that too much because that's a heckin' hype event. But oh my god. Heckin'. Heck. Mold? Holy heck. I don't wanna, yeah. Honestly, we thought there was an issue for a while because so here's the thing, I don't have good lungs. I've not had good lungs for a long time, but I couldn't sleep in the bedroom because whenever I'd got there, I'd start like wheezing, and like it was clear like I was almost like having an allergic reaction to something. I couldn't work out what it was because you couldn't see anything. Like everything looked clean. I'd cleaned it so many times. Like I checked the mattress, I checked everything, and then a piece of the wallpaper fell off and it was black behind there, and we were like, why is it black behind the wall? And it was like alive, and we were like, okay, we need to get someone to look at this, because that's not good. And they did, and they were like, yeah, no, you can't sleep in this room. And we only rented the one room, so the majority of our stuff was in that room. Like all of our clothing. Luckily, most of my cosplay stuff I kept downstairs in a separate sewing part, and like same with a few other bits and bobs, but like the Christmas stuff and all of the clothing was in the bedroom. And so everything has to go through a really, really high heat wash, which is what destroyed the majority of my clothing at that point, because unfortunately such a high heat wash does not do well with a lot of clothes. Yeah. Yeah. You're asking because you hate moving. Can't imagine moving that often. Oh no. There's normally a reason, and honestly I hate moving too. I can't stand it, but like normally there's a good reason. Moving for work is pretty common. I just live in hotels and Airbnbs right now. Not all the time, but mostly, yeah. I don't like moving either, but like it needs must, isn't it? No tears. No tears. Andy made too. I'm glad Andy got a pumpkin. Heck yeah. Andy's a very sweet bean. Like very, very sweet. And the body paints they do are like genuinely inspired. I wish I could have friends like that, but military life means the good ones move away. I mean, I don't live so close to some of my best friends. It's just how it is, isn't it? I suppose. Like, you move away from a lot of them, but I still feel very lucky. Like, a lot of them still, like, they knew what happened and they'd still check up on me and stuff like that. And be like, how you doing? Are you eating? Do you still eat? Basically, I had a cycle of friends of just being like, do you eat? Have you eaten? And stuff like that. And I mean, as well, just understanding, because like, you know, I had to rebuy everything for Christmas, and a lot of stuff was late, and a lot of stuff was not as good as I wanted it to be that year. And I think everyone would not have cared if I'd got everyone nothing. But yeah, it's just a lot of understanding and chill, and yeah. Crying is good. It can be. Not in front of us, but it's me. Too much emotion, my eyes go bare. To be fair, I don't like to cry because, I don't know if my tears just really salty or whatever it is, but like, it burns. Whenever I cry, it burns. So like, I try really hard not to, if possible, because like, I'll get like bloodshot eyes in seconds. So I try very hard not to cry too much. As much as like, of course, crying could be a very good outlet. For me, I'll be like, oh, a good emotional cry, and then in seconds I'm like, ah! Because it burns. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, really. Oh. You can tell a granny from the American South, you're not hungry 15 times, and I'll make you eat something. Let's go. Oh, thank you for the like, guys, Cecilia. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't necessarily, like, feed people, but I will offer everyone, like, multiple cups of tea. Like, I see you finished your cup of tea. You want another one? Did you want more tea? What tea did you want? Do you want biscuit tea? Do you want biscuits with your tea? Do you want more tea? Like, because we can now start to have guests around here, I've got back into hosting mode, and it's been a while, and I'm starting to notice how often I really do ask people if they want tea, and it makes you very self-conscious. It makes me very self-conscious. I'm like, damn, this is a lot more tea than I normally drink. Have I asked people if they want tea that much? But I guess I have. It just feels impolite not to, you know? And what are they gonna say? No? And then I say, are you sure? You also offer them different kinds of tea. When they first enter the house, it depends. Like later on, I might offer them different types of tea, but normally when people first enter, I just say, do you want tea? Because like, most people are only going to want decaf or normal tea, and then I can offer them decaf, but it's both of them are English breakfast. That being said, if for instance Shifty came in, I would ask them what type of tea they wanted, because I know there's someone who drinks different types of tea. Same with like certain members of my family who I know drink different types of tea. I might offer them that. So it really depends. But like for the general people that come in, I just offer them a cup of tea, and then maybe for their second cup of tea, I'd be like, if you want a different type, we do have a full cupboard full of tea. If you want a different type of tea, but most of the time it is just English breakfast. Yeah. Oh dear. This is just sweet jellyfish. Well, I don't know. I think it's just like, I don't know. It's just kind of what happens. I don't think it's necessarily even like a politeness thing as much as it is like, you come into my house and I offer you tea. Although I will say I have gone into other people's house and offered them tea too. So maybe it is just a hosting thing, because I remember there was one house in particular. I used to go in, offer them tea, and if they didn't have tea, I'd go and if they didn't have milk, I'd go buy milk so that I could go back to their house and offer them tea. And it kind of became like a joke, like a running joke, that I would go harass them with tea. Oh dear. Earl Grey, chai, peppermint, oolong. Yeah, because I have Earl Grey, chai, but then I also have, I think it's called Go Go Goa. I have quite a few types of English breakfast too. Like I have different ones there. So if you wanted to have a little look for my English breakfasts, I have a few. I have 2 different types of chai too, so you can have a couple of those. And then I do have like a Christmassy one too, and then I also have, of course, the biscuit tea, if you wanted to try the biscuit tea. That's one thing. If someone was coming over for the first time, I could be like, hey, we have English breakfast, but would you want to try the biscuit tea? Because that's what I'm having. Yeah, not what you're having, but I like Earl Grey. Well, I have Earl Grey, yeah. We have 6 different types of tea at the minimum, so we offer them what they want. Yeah, and then I also have lemon and ginger. I always have lemon and ginger, because lemon and ginger is lovely on the stomach. Kubo! Hi, hope it's all well. Good to see you, Stu. How's it going, Moggy? I hope you're having a good day. Iced chai latte tastes like cereal milk. Does it? Oh, I guess maybe it would actually. It's got that kind of spice taste, huh? I've not had that. My sister-in-law sent me some homemade cinnamon chai tea and it was to die for. I love chai. Chai is one of my favorites. It's like a very comforting one. So I kind of, whenever I see a new one, I just pick it up. I'm like, all right, let's give it a go. I have 2 at the moment. One of them tastes more like a mixture of chai Christmas breakfast tea. So like a mixture of those 2. And then the other one is more like a chai that I would drink. But they're both very good. Like, I'd give them both a sniff and decide which one you wanted. Because they both taste great. I'd get both of them again as well, but they're different. Yeah, cinnamon cereals, yeah! I have lots of fruity blends and flavoured ones for my partner, Earl Grey, Darjeeling, chai, and I think one other black tea blends. Yeah, I have the black tea blends, I have quite a few of. I just sort of collect them, you know? Like, when I find one I like, I'm like, well, yeah, let me just add to the collection. See. School and work is busy, but I'm off today. Want to see stream? Oh, Moggy! That's very kind of you. Well, welcome on in. Grew up in the land of sweet tea as well. Love having a good collection of teas on hand. Just like living in the land of sweet tea over fun. Unadulterated. I didn't have sweet tea until I was much older, and I probably only had it once or twice. It tastes very different. Very different. Oh no, it's not true actually, because I have the peach and the lemon iced tea, which they sell in the Tesco's. I can't remember the brand that does it, but you can get that, and that's good, but it tastes very different. It's like it honestly tastes closer to me to like unfizzy lemonade than it does to tea. Is that bad? That's what that tastes more like to me. We need to drink a bunch of what we have because the drawer's full after we put together what we had. Yeah, I mean, I do get through quite a bit because I drink about 7 or 8 cups a day. So like I do get through quite a lot, but there are some of the more specialty teas I drink much slower. But they're also expensive, so you know, it's difficult to justify drinking them fast when they're expensive. Yeah. Yeah, it's different for sure. It's not bad. It's very different. And I think that's the thing is they taste very sweet. Whereas the teas that I'm used to, they can be sweet, but they don't have to be. Like, I don't wake up in the morning and have a sweet tea. I wake up and I have my English breakfast, which is not sweet. I mostly drink tea when it's cold outside in the morning. I prefer my coffee. I drank tea through the heat wave. I drink tea whenever. It's just such a part of my routine that I can't imagine not having it, you know? But then I also drink decaf, predominantly. The only times I really drink caffeinated is for my specialty and for when I'm having migraines. The biscuit tea is so good. I think it was Hellbent Helene that recommended me get that one. I'm pretty sure he's a fellow Brit. Oh, such a good recommendation. It's so good. It really is. It's expensive, that's the only thing. But then most specialties are. But, oh, it's good. You get yourself a maybe that's what I should do. Should I do a tea giveaway? I'll give away some Yorkshire tea. I don't know how easy it is to get Yorkshire tea abroad, but I'll give away like the special Yorkshire teas that they're doing at the moment. Tea giveaway. I'll get some boxes of the oh, what do you call it? Biscuit tea, and I'll give those away. If only shipping wouldn't be so expensive, I'd totally do that. Yeah, shipping is very expensive. Yorkshire tea giveaway is a good idea. I'm stealing that. Do it! I don't know how expensive. Oh, what do you call it? How expensive that kind of tea is abroad, or whether or not you can even get it, that's a thing. But I'd totally do it. If you are gonna do it, I also see it. Include the biscuit tea, the Yorkshire biscuit tea, because I bet they're not doing that one abroad. I bet that the Yorkshire biscuit tea is only in the UK. I bet, because I mean I live on the Yorkshire border. It's not that expensive here. Heck yeah. Oh dear. I have some British shops that you could possibly buy it, but can you get the Yorkshire biscuit tea? Because that one, oh. I've been planning some small giveaways, but things got so expensive to ship. Yeah, like when I did, I'm pretty open about this kind of stuff most of the time, because most of the time, not all the time, not when it's happening, because I don't want people to. It's difficult because when you talk about money things, people often take it as they want to send you the money to cover it. I don't want you to send me the money to cover it, because I planned ahead for this, I think I'd put like 100 quid aside to do all of the shipping. The shipping for the jellyfish plushies, which there were a total of 9 of, most of them were only about this big, and there were 2 larger ones. Most of them were only yay big, and they were plushies. They were really lightweight. 80 quid to send all of those, and 4 of them were I think not that far away, but most of them were further afield, and 80 quid. 80 quid. That's how much it costs. So if you're considering doing giveaways, please factor in either do the whoever wins has to pay for the postage, because you could absolutely do that, or factor in that you might have to pay quite a bit for postage. Oh dear. Because yeah, it's expensive to send stuff abroad. Oh dear. I'm kind of used to it, I think, because a lot of my family is abroad, but I haven't heard of that tea yet. We haven't heard of the tea yet. Heck yeah. You fancy shirt design advertising your specialty teas. They could be your specialty specialty teas. 10 out of 10. Now that's some advertising right there. Oh, the biscuit tea is the best. The biscuit tea is so good. Also, Beauty, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. We're just talking about whether or not we want to do some British tea giveaways. Because some of them I don't think you can get abroad very easily, but we're wondering if that's the case. Like the good stuff I don't think you can get. Like the Yorkshire tea biscuit tea, I don't think you can get that abroad. For me, if I set my goals at a certain dollar point, then it's just getting more for the charity in the long run. If I make 1k in charity and spend 300 myself, then I've increased my donation up by 700. Yeah. All the more for having some to give away. I think I'm gonna have to do a tea giveaway. I mean, I drink so much on my channel too. Do it, Isasia! You know what? I relinquish this giveaway to you. There you go. You can do the tea giveaway. I believe in you. Okay, so this needs to actually, you can kind of see this here. If I pull this along, it's still too long. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pull this and ruffle it a little further. Otherwise, it's not gonna match up well. It's okay. You know what? We were actually really close. Ah, dear. If I do a bigger giveaway, I'll make sure to have some money on the side for it. Yeah. Just look after yourself, yeah? Because, otherwise, yeah, it becomes very expensive. Have you tried the straw? No? Nobody told me about that one. Wait a minute, there's a strawberry one? Since when? Since when has there been a strawberry one? Wait a minute. I've not heard of this one. Is that new as well? Like, did they come out at the same time? Because I've not heard of that one. Now I just need to unwind it a little bit, just so it's about the same length. Sorry about this. This bit's right at the end of the pinning, so just trying to get these to about the same length. A little longer. What about that length? And then we'll just tie it up. Cool stuff. Overlapping, how goes it? Appears by wormhole. Mine is grinding TARDIS because I didn't. Oh my god, hey all, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Ouch. You've been crashed by a wormhole or TARDIS. You may be entitled to compensation. Yorkshire tea biscuit brew 40 bags, 100 grams. Jesus Christ, Gev, that's expensive. Gev, you're getting ripped off. Gev. I mean, it's really good, but that's a rip-off. I got mine, and I got more than 40 bags, bear in mind. For £2 something, I think. I'm sorry, Gev. But I guess that's what happens when you don't get things abroad and they have to ship it to you, but... there we go. Hopefully they should be a similar length now. I am. Any compensation, tea please. Brews a cuppa. I was letting my idiots, they just gonna jump. Thanks for the follow. Aww. Cocoa good? Or would you prefer like more herbal? Oh, more herbal? What have you got? What's in your brew cupboard? A chamomile. Oh. Oh. Ah, dear. I'm still deciding whether or not I want another tea calendar. You drink a lot of tea than I, Cecilia. Have you done a tea advent calendar before? Last year on stream, we had a tea advent calendar, and it was very fun, but I checked it out, and the brand that I did the tea advent calendar from last year has very similar teas in it this year, so I probably won't do that one again, just because I don't want to, you know, have exactly the same teas two years in a row, especially since I know there are some in there that I absolutely hate. But have you ever done one before? Spoiling me. I would do a spice Bengal chai, but I'm almost out. Well, I haven't bought any. Might check local shops first. Still 20 cents for a tea bag doesn't seem terrible. Is it not? That seems expensive to me. Don't think I've ever done so. A tea advent calendar, you say? Yeah, tea advent calendars. I quite fancy a tea advent calendar while I'm on the road. Yeah. So I got the T2 one, like literally the letter T and then 2, T2. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think it's like £22 for the whole thing, and you get a different tea bag every single day, which is what I preferred about it. There's no repeats. And some of them in there are fantastic. I found some of my favourite teas in there. But it's got very similar teas in it to last year, which is why I'm not going to be doing it again. Oh dear. My advent calendar's a Lego. Oh, Lego is a good one. Lego is a good one. I am biased. I do like Lego. Danny, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. I need a small one that can travel with me. Ah, that might be a bit big then. I just checked. I can get biscuit tea for about €10 on Amazon or $4.99 at a place called British Corner Stop. That sounds a bit better. Yeah. It's a bit less up here for the real York. Yeah, it's still a little less. I still paid like £2 something, but I guess if you don't have it there normally, that's probably better. I did have a Lego one at one time, but yeah, anything compact this year. Where did the one T2, like literally T and then 2. it's so short. It's just T2. Like not the word T, like the letter T. Like the letter T, the number 2. T2. And they've just released it, so they do a tea bag calendar and a loose leaf calendar too. And they're normally pretty damn good. Normally I wouldn't ask about politics related stuff. We are politics basically free. But you're getting everything to survive despite... Oh, here's the thing overlapping. So, funny story. I'm surviving off liquids. So, as far as getting everything I need to survive, I'm surviving off liquids. I really don't need anything. Yep. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'll be good. Yeah, it's because it's basically, I think it's affecting people quite a lot more if you actually cook or if you have to eat solid food. Unfortunately, I've not done either for like over a month. Everything I eat is to be boiled down into paste. So I think it's yeah, it's gonna affect anyone, maybe like the food shortages or like specific shortages, anyone who wants to flavor or taste. It probably won't affect people eating paste. I'm sorry. I'm the worst person to ask for this kind of stuff. Oh dear. Oh, thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. We're getting close to finishing the petticoat. Probably about halfway there. I mean, this is I'd say a bit of petticoats are a nightmare. Petticoats are just a nightmare, but we're about halfway there. We've got to do this 4 times as a thing, and it's not quick work. It's slow work. Can you at least spice up your pastes? We've been trying to. Like I said, today, all the veggies, I roasted in the oven, and then I boiled them down. So, you know, I'm doing my best to keep it light, keep it spicy. But I have to be a bit careful because every now and again I'll eat something, and it would just trigger something, and I'll just be gagging for hours. So I'm not exactly sure what's causing it. That's why we're having all the tests. So it should be good. Thanks. Oh boy, people aren't safe-ish and 5ing, you know? Yeah. I mean, I think, in my case, unfortunately, it's difficult to think of anything else when you can't eat solid food. But, yeah. I mean, we haven't gone shopping normally for a while. Yeah. I hear ya. Yeah. I'm sure there are issues in the supermarket, but they haven't affected us because I'm not eating like a human being. Right, I need white thread. One more flower done for my mostly pink crown! If you got any pictures, please do put them in boobtober because I would love to see. I need to post some. Thing is, I look alright right now, I think, but I always feel like, I don't know if anyone else gets this. When you change meds on stuff like that you look like, you know? And so I'd like to take pictures of all the pink clothing that I got, but I feel like a troll. So I don't want to take any photos in it. Oh dear. But I've got like loads of pink outfits to wear. And yeah, for all of October. What's the model of sewing machine? My wife's uses a 1950 Bakeress. Ooh. Ooh, I've got a I'm gonna call it a 5100 again. 5100 Genome. 5100 Genome. It's very nice. I like it a lot. Need to weave in some ends for taking pics. But I'll make sure to post it before my first stream. Heck yeah! I'd love to see it. I can love to see it. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Mine also different every time. It's just repetitive. I'd get bored halfway, leave it for a month, and then go back to working on it. Oh, I'm pretty good with. I don't tend to get too bored on projects, but sometimes I do get quite overwhelmed by projects. So I don't tend to get bored, but I do get overwhelmed. Yeah, I'm not bored, but overwhelmed. That's probably just a how you are sort of as a person though, right? I hate pink, so I'll make that goals to get people to make me wear pink. Oh wait, that'd be so cute. Wait, as your milestones, like I'll add an extra pink thing onto my outfit. That's really cute. I like that a lot. Aww. That's great. That's great. I'm gonna put this as a zigzag really quickly. I'm gonna grab this as a zigzag. Why a zigzag? That's my choice. I've chosen it. I'm gonna do a slightly looser zigzag than this though. Oh, then this is just wider. Like this. There we go. See! Ooh, overwhelmed is my Achilles heel, but sometimes I push for it anyway. Sometimes I'm okay, and then sometimes I'm not. I think, how to put it? It really depends. Like, yesterday, for instance, I was on the bus and I started to get really overwhelmed, and there was no reason for it. Like, I really don't know why I was getting so overwhelmed on the bus. I think it was because I wasn't at home sorting things out, and like I knew there was things I needed to do, and I wasn't there doing it, and so I was getting quite overwhelmed, and I nearly got off the bus like in the middle of nowhere. like I would have just got off and been like, well, now I don't know where I am. I've never been here. But like these days, if there's someone with me, I'm normally pretty good. I just need someone to like chill me through it, kind of thing. You know? I think the other issue is normally when I'm overwhelmed, I'm like very visibly overwhelmed, if that makes sense. You can tell. So it makes me feel worse about it because like you can tell that I'm overwhelmed. I'm not someone who just sits there like, you know that I'm overwhelmed. It's very obvious. And yeah, so I get quite self-conscious about it. But if I have somebody else with me, then I feel a bit better. Oh, there's a heckin' boobtober. I'm loving these boobtober ideas. Yeah, I might have to buy some pink. I got mine at the charity shops. I will say, maybe it's because it's at the end of summer. There's a lot of pink in the charity shops. Like one of the ones I went to had a full pink section, which was obviously my dream. But they just had like all size ordered pink. It was fantastic. Maybe I missed the obvious detail, but what cosplay is the Petticoat a part of? So, it is going to be from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, Mateus, which I would, if you do ! Cosplay, it will say what I just said, so that you can copy and paste that into Google. Because, yeah, that's, it's a bit of a mouthful, and it's a very specific cosplay. Yeah, it's from Final Fantasy. It's a character that's got a lot of details, but the skirt goes out, and I want to start getting some of the embroidery pieces ready for the skirt, but to get that, I need the skirt size. And so I need to have a draft for the skirt. And to get the draft for the skirt, I need the petticoat. So basically, we're working from the bottom up. And so I need the petticoat, so I can make the skirt draft, so I can make the skirt, so I can make the embroideries. So we're still pretty early into this costume, but yeah. Every step helps us get a little further, you know? Have you seen someone sew over their finger or hand? My sister has, yes, so I've done it 3 times, I think? 2 times for definite, but I'm pretty sure I've done it. No, I've done it 3 times, I think. But only 1 time was it bad enough that I had to go to hospital. So, sorry, quick. I'm not going to explain it in detail. No, I won't go into the gory details. I was pretty young when I did it the first time, and the first time was the worst time. I was using a double needle. One of the double needles went straight through my index. It sewed up to the joint. I went through the bone, so I pierced through the bone, out the other side. I had to go to minor injuries because, unfortunately, if your bone is exposed to the air, you have to take antibiotics. And technically, my bone was exposed to the air. I also had to get an x-ray to make sure that the needle was not still in the bone. Because I could find most of it, but I couldn't find the tip. Only half of the needle broke, and that was the half that didn't go through my finger. The half that went through my finger bent, and then I had to get it out. And I did that with the machine. There you go. Yep. That's what happened. And I did that all on my own. Because when this happened, my parents were not in the house. And I think I was 14. And that was on my beginner machine. I'm pretty sure. It was on the first machine. But it might have been the borrowed. I'm not sure if it was the borrowed or my machine. But it was on the machine that I would have used when I was 14. I was young. I've also witnessed somebody else do it though. I watched a friend of mine do it when I was in college. She went through her nail. She was alright. She didn't have to go to the hospital. It was just painful. If you go through your nail too bad, your nail will fall off, so you don't want to do it at all, honestly. But Yeah. Me too. My money is tight after I move, so I'll try to make things of what I have on my craft supplies. Heck yeah. Also, hi Shifty Blue, how goes it? Thank you for the horn. When you get into sewing, you really get into sewing. Yeah, the thing is, anytime I've injured myself through sewing, it's always been my own fault. So it's been when I've been overtired, when I've been pushing myself too hard, or when I've not used the machine correctly. So, like, if you're using really thick fabric and you're pushing it through, that's when you can push your hand underneath the foot, because otherwise you can't push. I don't know if you can see this, but like, so basically your finger won't fit under the foot of the machine unless you push it under it, and then it will fit. So you have to be already pushing pretty hard to get your finger underneath that foot of the machine for the machine to sew your finger. And yeah, it will go through if you push it, but you have to try. Also, Mallow, thank you for the follow. Let's see if you survived the meat grinder. You do! Welcome on in. Oh dear, it wasn't me. It was you. I can see you in the chat using the heckin' horn. Thank you for using closed captions. I'm glad they're heckin' working. Honestly, when anyone says that, I'm just glad they're working. Welcome on in. You've got me in stitches. Literally. But yeah, it's you have to try to sew your finger, in truth. And most of the people that do, it's, without trying to sound rude, it is your own fault. But it's because you've been overtired, not concentrating, or you've been not using the machine correctly. Because machines don't just sew through your finger. Yes. Jason, thank you for the dogs. Not a single one survived. I think that's what you wanted. Oh, now here's someone familiar. Mallow, hey babe. Mallow is, oh, husband's critter. Oh, I see. Oh, welcome on in. If you sew for your finger, it's because you didn't mentally prepare yourself. No. Oh. If anyone's interested in what Shifty is referring to, there is a instruction leaflet from Singer from like the 1940s, 50s, which basically it came as part of the Singer manual, where it begins with saying, mentally prepare yourself for sewing. If you're not mentally prepared for sewing, you won't do. It's like one of those old things you read where you're like, ah yes, this has aged. Ah, puppy chow. I sent Malakat your link and recommended you come look at your channel. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's very kind. I hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome on in. Oh dear. I do think it was okay to mention. Yeah, no, thank you. It's very kind of you. I hope people enjoy that stay. We're mildly cursed, but you're welcome to stay. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm having to spin this as I go because it's twisting just a little bit as I sew it. So these are just the first 2 layers as well. We still have another layer to go on top of this. This is also going to be a little shorter than the petticoat behind us, I think, because I've made the layers a little shorter, but that's okay. I didn't want it quite as long, to be honest, because that's nearly hitting my knees, and I don't want this to hit my knees. In truth, I think that'd be a bit long. Mildly. E2's seamstress is, oh, we got another seamstress? Another seamstress? You're probably a lot more professional than I am. Already. As soon as there's another seamstress in chat, it's like, ah, we have a professional. Oh dear. Mildly. Yes, only mildly. Like a mildly spiced curry. We are mildly cursed. The closed captions aren't perfect, auto captions never are, but they help so much, and I love it when people think ahead about them, and yes, I am Overlapping's wife! Heck yeah. Aww. Aww. Cute. Ah, dear. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It's definitely said some things that I don't say. First of all, I barely swear, and our closed captioner has sworn quite a bit. But, it's better than nothing. It's definitely better than nothing, and I'd rather have it, and because I normally have closed captions on, like, any YouTube video that I watch. Yeah. I just find it helps. The other thing is, I remember especially near when I began streaming, we'd have the odd person come in who would struggle with my accent, and like, I'm not used to people struggling with my accent, but then, of course, I predominantly spoke to people from the UK, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't know how much closed caption actually helps with that, but if it helps anyone who struggles with my accent, because that's a difficult thing, you can't, I don't know if anyone else has this, but it's like, how do you tell someone you're struggling with their accent, right? But then if you have closed captions on, gets rid of that awkwardness. Mildly cursed doubt. I actually never sewed through my finger, but I have come close a few times, and yes, it was my own fault. I was rushing or not paying attention or tried to sew through too many layers. For me, it was too many layers. Too many layers is what did me the real damage, because I was pushing it, and then I pushed, it like jumped, and then it went through my finger immediately, and that's how I got it. It skipped the first part of my finger, went straight through the middle of my nail, and then kept going up to the joint. So there was like a good first part of my finger that didn't get stitched at all, and then it did, and it's 'cause it jumped straight into it, and that was that was bad. And then you have to take antibiotics as well, so it's like, which is not nice either. So yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it, because although arguably the pain wasn't that bad, which might not sound true, but like really it's not. It's because it's a very sharp, sudden pain, but like it's not that bad. The taking the antibiotics and having to do all of the aftercare is a real pain in the arse. So would not recommend at all. As for closed captions, Malakat has had similar problems. Yeah. Honestly, StreamCC is one of the better auto captioners out there. I've tried others on my stream, while StreamCC has always had funny mishaps. Others that can't understand me at all. Okay. It was the one that was, I think, recommended to me when I first started out, was like, if you're going to use one, go for StreamCC. And again, there definitely are some silly mishaps that happen, but as long as the main thought of the conversation gets through, I think it's fine. English is not my native language and I don't have problems. Hey, Wig! Well, that's very kind of you. Honestly, it's mainly for Shifty. I know Shifty doesn't understand a word that I say. That's why Shifty's always in chat going like, "Oi, governor, pop us another thing in the kettle." Yes. Because in reality, Shifty doesn't understand a word that I say, and so Shifty's just pretending to understand. Now, wait just a minute. Is that not it? Is that not why you're always taking the mick out of my accent? Is it not because you don't understand a word that I say? I can understand you're British. Can you? Can you? Is it not that you're just compensating for the fact that you can't understand a word that I say? I think we've got you there. Tuesday. But how do you say it? Just for context, Shifty is also British. Yeah, you say it Tuesday too. Knew it. Called it. But the thing is, just because it's got a T at the front doesn't mean that you say it like that. You call it Tuesday. I say it with a T, yeah, chew. Stay. How do you say water? I say, like, to be fair, I say water more like it has a D in the middle than water. I don't say water. I say water. Gotta go now, see you soon! Take care, Red! Look after yourself. Also, if anyone has not checked out Red is a hecking talented fiber crafter. May sound like you do fiber. Not quite right, but they do. Not like with fiberglass. Fibercraft. Ah, dear. Red. There we go. Do check them out if you haven't checked them before. They also take part in boobtober, so you'll be seeing a lot more of them. Heck yeah. Ah, dear. Oh yeah, if you want the spelling of what we're working on, that is the hecking spelling. Because when I say it, good luck. That's the hecking cosplay. Jelly says water. 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 Yeah, I say more of a D in the middle, I'd say. Or water. Water? No, not quite. Not quite water. 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 Like, there is something in the middle of that. I'm gonna go in your stream and I'm gonna start calling you out on the fact that you say things exactly the same as I say them. Because funnily enough, we're both British. You know? Nuh-uh. Uh-huh. I know you said water, but if I was only half listening, I'd say water. Water, hotter. Yeah, they do sound really reasonably similar, huh? I'm Welsh though. Yeah, but you know what? If you're Welsh, you're still British. Oh, dear. I'm Welsh though, it's fine. My neck is just Jason, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh dear. English is my second language. Aye, alright. What's your... Alright, but if you were gonna go order a bottle of water on Tuesday, which language would you order it in? And how would you say it? Hotter water. Hotter water, yeah. That reminds me, I have a question. Have they finally gotten fruit into Scotland yet? Have they finally gotten fruit into Scotland yet? You'd have to ask someone from Scotland. Because, once again, unfortunately, I can't eat fruit. So I have no idea what the fruit population in the UK is like right now, because I don't look at things I can't eat because it just makes me sad. I haven't seen a fruit in weeks. Oh. Dear, I'm getting old jelly, my back hurts, my joints are all cracking. My joints crack. If I lie on this shoulder, it cracks 3 times. Every time. Every time. Can't believe Jelly make fun of someone who speaks English as their second language. I'm not making fun of you for speaking English as your second language. I'm making fun of you for lying about the way that you say Tuesday. I know you say it with a chew. I don't say Tuesday though. Listen. Wait a minute, can I turn this back around on you actually? Because I'm a bit slower and sometimes my comebacks come back a bit slow too. I can't believe you'd make fun of a disabled person on stream. It took me a minute, but I got there. I am saying this from about 5 minutes back from when you'd heck, you got me there! Listen, it took me about 5 minutes, but I did get there. Oh dear. Also, to anyone wondering, we are just playing. As far as I'm aware, if there is beef, I didn't know. Nor could I eat it. Ugh. So if you dare show me beef, I'm gonna be really upset. Oh, dear. Time to cancel Jelly. Try it. I relish negative attention. Oh. Jelly is jelly getting cognitive! How goes it? I hope you're having a good day. It's a bit like the difference between issue and issue. Wait, how the heck do you say issue then? Issue? Issue? It sounds like you sneezed. Wait, how are you saying issue? Wait a minute. Andrew, how are you saying issue? I need to know. Well, time to cancel Shifty for attacking disabled stream on stream. There better not be beef. There better not be beef. There better only be paste. Shifty, between you and me, only paste. Did you get that beef out of my stream? How dare you? How dare you, Vile? How dare you? I can't believe it. I can't, Vile. You on my stream. I can't believe you would bring your beef onto my stream. Disgusting. How could you? Oh, Vile, I'm ashamed of you. You know I can't eat your beef. Terrible. Add a snake to S. Add a snake. This is what you wanted. Snake. I say issue, but some people say issue as if it only has one S. Issue. Okay. It sounds like a sneeze. Delicious beef paste, aka astronaut food. It does sound it. But sandwich, get that sandwich out of here. All people said issue with one S. I don't think so. Tasty taste, get out. No sandwich. Did we just wish this a tyrannical moderation to you at work, silencing the citizens? I mean, that was Jelly. Can you prove that that was Jelly? I don't think you can prove that was Jelly. I have been silenced. Yes. Wait, how can you prove that it was me? Surely not. Surely not. I have a screenshot. Damn it! Foiled again. Also, hi Shifty. Shifty, oh no. So it wasn't the tyrannical mod team, it was actually the tyrannical streamer. Am I getting cancelled again? British English's voice sounded super posh to me, not like my accent. Yeah, well there's lots of different types. Like I have a posh British accent, but then also like I don't. I'll go between. Like my warbling is very posh though. Like oh, like I think just because I have a weak voice that it often sounds very posh. Very posh. My God. Oh, can you believe? Absolutely not. Very posh. Wow. But it's really just because I'm from the south of England, and south of England is like Queen's English, so we all sound incredibly posh. God, I can't believe it. So posh. Wow. Fantastic. Could you believe? Wow. Wow. Whereas, you know, you could really be posh from anywhere in England, and also the opposite of posh from anywhere in England. And the accents are regional. They're not necessarily an indicator of anything else. Yeah. Yeah. Jelly is cancelled, do it. Toxic streamer confirmed. No one's surprised. I'm a dictator, absolutely. Depends on which part of England. Yeah, like, the accents are definitely regional. Don't get me wrong, the accents definitely are associated with wealth a lot of the time, but they're definitely, majority of the time, just regional. Yeah. Unlike me, I just sound demanding. You sound like a BBC, you sound posher than a BBC presenter. Whoa. Now that's something. If I can't see Jelly's hand near the needle, it makes me surprisingly nervous. Oh, so I should just put it right here. There you go. Does this make you really nervous? Does this make you feel really nervous? If I put my hands right here, how's this? How's this for you? As a streaming experience, do you like this? Sorry, I'll stop. I'm holding it like this most of the time, so I'm like guiding it through. You joke, but I've actually seen someone put a sewing machine through their hand. Yeah, me too. I watched it go through my hand, and I just sat there and looked at it for like a good minute. I was just like, oh, and then I quickly whipped it out because, yeah. The angle makes it look like you're gonna sew for your fingers. It does, right? It's alright, I'm not anywhere near it, but it does look like it. I'm waiting for Jack to go, whoop, be back, cool 999. Well, that's the thing, like, if I sewed through my finger, it wouldn't actually be a 999 cool. It would just be a go to minor injuries because it's not a emergency, like, I'm not gonna bleed out from that. The issue is that I'd need antibiotics ASAP so that I could take that because my bone might have seen the surface and I might need an x-ray. Which I would need probably within the day. So it's not an emergency, but I would need to go to minor injuries. Yeah. I'm an expert, don't worry, I've done this before. Don't worry guys, if I sew through my finger, I've been here before. I've done it before, been there, done that, I know exactly how to handle it. If anyone was going to sew through their fingers, you'd want it to be an expert. I've done it several times. So I know the procedure. The procedure is find out if it's sewn through the bone, and if it has, you have a few things you have to do, and then yeah, you'll be all good. Ideally, don't sew through your finger because it's a bit of a pain. So additionally, we would see you in the sewing machine and raise you in the end in a portable pants or geez, okay. So you've basically seen at-home surgery. I mean, it's a pain. Again, I still stand by the fact that the aftercare is a lot more annoying than the actual incident. Like, it's painful, but what's worse is having to take antibiotics. Like, antibiotics suck. They really do. If you can ever avoid taking antibiotics, like, just avoid it. And having to take them because your bone has been exposed to surface air. So you have to take bone antibiotics. Also, that's the whole thing. That's much worse than, in my mind, sewing for your finger. That's just my opinion, though. Ah, dear. If you do have to go to the hospital, don't forget to take the camera with you. Got it, yeah, let me just stream the whole thing. Oh, God. That's a mindset, that is. So that's the first part sewn into there. So you can see we got our frill into the first one, and then we just have to do on that. But I'm going to unpick some of this so that we don't have the thread in there, because it's a polyester thread, so it won't die. So it'll look a bit meh. Also, babies! Asylum, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. You finished work? I hope work went well. I run a pause band all the time. It still makes me nervous to use it. Yeah, well, I mean, like, nobody wants to get injured, right? Myself included. I don't want to get injured. It's better just to take precautions so that you don't. How I know what blood smells like. Ooh. Ooh. How poofy will this be? Hopefully about as poofy as the one that I got behind me. Hopefully. I'm also going to sew this up, but I'm going to... Do I want to sew it up now? I'll sew it up now, actually. I'll sew it up first, and then I'll come back and unpick. Yes. Look how long this is. Jesus Christ. So long. Yeah, we'll do the sewing up first, and then we'll come back and do the next bit. So this is just to basically secure this part and stop it from moving. We just do one running stitch and make sure this is stitched up. It's not necessary to do this, but I want this bit you will see because it won't die. So I want it to look nice, if that makes sense. It's like a contrast stitching. Yeah. Ooh, wait a second. Ah, I see some issues. Okay, wait a second. I see some issues. There's some parts that haven't got caught. It's okay. We can fix that. We fix these now. It isn't homemade until you bleed on it. I mean, I don't agree, but I also know exactly what you mean. It's like, I don't want to have to bleed on something for it to be homemade, but then also, I do agree. Most of the stuff, not everything, but a lot of the stuff, I've bled on. I've bled on so much stuff. Let me just check the rest of this. Further along, I think I did go higher up, but there's going to be some areas like this area, which is just a bit weak. I'd rather just put a bit of confirmation stitching on, you know? Let's do those 3 first. And then we'll come back. I say that, these are actually quite close to the other end, huh? Weird. Okay. And then put that there and just good. And then next one. Or in my case, get chocolate on it. See, that's why I can't have food in my work area, because I am so messy. So messy. It would have food on it in seconds if I ate here. I'm terrible. I leave crumbs everywhere. It would be a mess. So I don't eat in this area if I can help it. Like, there are definitely times I have, but for the most part, I avoid it. There's one. That's okay. We'll fix all these first, and then we'll go back and do the rest of that. They're very small for the most part. Honestly, they're so small you probably wouldn't even notice them, but I notice them now. Okay. Who is just... It's just ever so slightly been missed by one of the stitches. There we go. And... that was a big one. Let's get that bit up there. And let's do that. And go across to there. That looks good. And then this bit. Did we get all the holes there? Yes. Put this teeny tiny one there. Go. Push that bit up. And... this bit's still not really sewn up. I thought I just got this bit, but it seems like it's still... This bit's really kind of far out, huh? Okay. That's fine. We'll do it again. We'll take extra special care with this bit. Make sure we hit it this time. I say we. I hit it. I'm the one that messed it up. Okay. Come on. No holes. Oh dear. Remembered I was going to add some film to the camera I have. Film and a camera? Why? Can't we had an SD card camera made in the 40s? Oh yeah, that's fair. I also learned how to prevent yourself from injury by watching others. I mean, yeah, to be fair. I mean, I will say the getting injured myself was a pretty good wake-up call to, like, not be sewing when I'm so tired, and also to not push such thick fabric through it. But I've also had other things where, like, for instance, not sewing while on my migraine meds, which I would never have thought of until I got injured while sewing on my migraine meds, and also like have had other injuries like from baking and stuff like that, and cooking and cutting things up. It just like a lot of like things again and again and again, where I think the sewing machine was like the last straw for that one. I was like, Jesus, I really am just getting injured over and over again, and I would never really have thought that it was warping my perception quite so much until it happened. And so there were some times where it's just like, well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like, I would never have known. Because it's not in a manual or anything anywhere, which could tell me that that was going to have that effect on me. So it is a bit of trial and error. Okay. Okay. Is that a hole, or is it just a poof? Poof. That's a hole, though. As is that. What we'll do is we'll put those all next to each other and get that bit. There we go. And this bit next to it. Nice. And just check for other ones close to it. Woo! See, these bits are kind of annoying because I can probably push this through. Yeah, I'm gonna... I know this might look like a bit counterproductive, but there's a bit here which is just sewn it backwards. Not ideal. So I'm gonna push it back in and re-sew it. Because yeah, it would have been fine if it hadn't got sewn backwards. There you go. That's much better. Let's do those two. And get that bit done now. Go. And then I think I have one down there. There we go. Oh dear. Gonna whack it. Wow. Poor Shifty. Get a bigger hammer. A lot of getting injured when working is some of tired, distracted, or stop paying attention because you've done so much complacency kills. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't work in stock, but I handle a lot of stock. And they really emphasized that when I started working. They were like, hey, this isn't a dangerous job. Like, you know, for the most part, you're just going to be working with bra fits, but you are going to be, you know, carrying stock and stuff like that. So you've got to be careful because a lot of these boxes are really heavy and they're going to be high up coming down low. And it just takes you doing one thing wrong, doing something wrong on a ladder, not stacking things correctly, and, you know, you're gonna get yourself hurt. And, like, I've personally been fine. I am quite careful, and it's not a big part of my job personally, but other people have gotten hurt. Like, I think also the main thing that I think I see people getting hurt with is not lifting things correctly, which sounds so silly a lot of the time. I think is like, well, how bad is it gonna be? But like really bad is like incorrectly lifting a box that's just a bit heavier than you think it's gonna be. And yeah, like bad lifting it's really made me think about how I lift things up as someone who is probably a lot less strong than these people. Not even just that, it's the lifting like this, and it will just something will happen and it will just do them in. And you know, we've had people off for months with lifting things related injuries, basically. Yes! Hit the button. Oh dear. I like that you're threatening, Vile. My combo's going really well, but you're gonna have to lurk. Have a good lurk! Thank you, Shifty Bluke. Also, anyone who doesn't know Shifty is a very heckin' sweet bean. Don't look at my keyboard. Shifty is a very heckin' sweet bean. Very heckin' good mod. Always here to help. Definitely check out Shifty if you haven't checked them out already. They deserve a lot of love. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. I mean, I'm an idiot on a regular basis. How sharp is my chisel? Ow! Is this blade sharp enough? Ow! Is this smooth wood? Ow! Damn it. Cognitive play. Dear. No worries and heck. Thank you for the SO. Yeah, it's the most amazing. It's a very intense keyboard. But yeah, like lifting with your legs is really important. But also, like, lifting within your body, I think, was the other thing, where it's like, just don't lift outside of your body. Because if you're lifting outside of your body, you're putting, like, an awful curve on your spine. And, like, that, if you keep doing that, eventually you're gonna give. And that's no good. Don't do that. Lift within your body. Because, like, the combo of doing those two things, eventually, like, your body's not gonna be happy. And, like, I am not a strong person. And so, the thought of, like, I don't want to ruin that. Like, what I have left, you know? I'm quite careful with lifting things these days. I don't want to get a lifting things related injury, you know? Ah, dear. Is that the moaning anime girl keycap set? Cognitive, don't call me out like that! Shh! 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 Secret, secret. Oh dear. Oh, welcome back, Dan. No, please don't apologise. It's all good. I hope that it went well. It's okay. We've just been chatting about lifting things safely. And stuff like that. You may have like you did. You did. Look how proud you are. Lol. So really is a cognitive hazard. So cognitive really is a cognitive hazard. Well, yeah, they keep telling people my secrets. No, just cognitive. Oh dear. It's a secret keyboard. Secret keyboard. It's against TOS. Shh, don't tell anyone. TOS keyboard. Very secret. I don't like this bit, so I'm gonna redo it. I don't like how it looks, I'm redoing it. It's just a bit close to the edge, you know? Yeah. I went really far down there, so I'm just gonna even it out a bit. Ooh. Ooh. Come on. See, I think what I've done is, in some of these areas, I've just accidentally stitched some of stuff back in again. But only in some of the areas. A lot of this is actually pretty good. Oh. Whew. It is warm today as well, which is a great day to work with really big amounts of fabric. We had a nice chill autumn day yesterday, and then today it's like, ooh, back to summer. This is an achievement of mine. Gonna try and load the firm spool of luck. Oh, thank you for luck. Against TOS. Oh my. Fan stream, it stops being secret. I know, but it's far away from you, so you can't see it that clearly. And I have to pull it out because otherwise I can't type. I've tried typing when I can't see it, and it's terrible. Yes. Okay, the rest of it's all good. Where did I put the pin then? Smart. Smart. I've done a smart. Oh! There it is. Okay. I also left a pin halfway through my work. This is just the bit that I didn't like very much, so I'm just gonna fix that a little bit. I can't type if I can't see what I'm typing, unfortunately. Oh, and just grab that bit there. And most of the issue seems to be on this side. Just gonna... Is it there? I think so. Is it literally... I thought it was... I just found it. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Yeah, I found another one, but I immediately lost it again. It's this bit. It's a very, very tiny one. There we go. Okay. Oh. Well. I messed that one up, huh? I sewed the whole thing together. That's my fault for rushing it. I didn't pin it or anything. Ah, that's what you get when you rush. I just want to get the next bit done, see, so I'm rushing it. Now I must unpick. Ah. I love unpicking, said no one. That's fine, it wasn't a difficult unpick. There we go. Okay. From here. Do it again. Don't grab all the rest of it. There we go. Okay, try again. Okay. Can you do it again or be good? Okay, I think we're good this time. Hey. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's much better. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take what we get. Ah, dear. Got a hidden gem full of VODs. Boobtober. I feel like I'm doing some roller dance. Yeah. There's some good heckin' vibes in the songs today. Okay. Let's grab the extra threads. To be fair, because there are 4 layers of this, if one of the layers like this one is more of like a test layer, it's not the worst because I can put it right in the middle. And you'll never see it. You'll just add extra volume. Ah, let's do it on zigzag. Let's just... Ah, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's nice and grounded. Nice. Oh. There we go. And then we'll sew the whole way up. I think I probably will put this one on the inside because I don't know. It leaves stuff that I would prefer. It leaves to be desired, you know? On a few things. What is this? Oh, why is it catching? There we go. But this is also my first one, so that's alright. Plus, I don't think it's anything you've noticed from a short distance away. Also, who did it? Fries! Thank you for the horn! I'm so hungry now, but I want to eat. I don't want to eat anything. How are you feeling, by the way, Dem? Are you feeling any better? For those who don't know, Dem wasn't very well last week. Are you doing any better than last week? Or are you still pretty bad? I can send you tea. It'd take a couple weeks to get there, but I could do it. Then I can send you British tea. The Britland tea. Oh, hi Fries, how goes it? How are you today, Jelly? I am. Same. Same old, same old. Same old, same old Jelly. Ah, dear. George, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. About 80%-ish? I mean, it's better, I suppose. It's just like the dregs of illness. The dregs of sickness remain. day's been nice. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad it's been a good day. Oh, he does he? Ah. Oh yeah. Sorry, this is a big old piece of fabric. I've still got bobbin, so we're all good. It takes a bit to unwind. We're getting there. Okay. Was there a pin in here? That feels like a pin. There is a pin in here. Ah, did I just leave a pin? Good job, Jelly. Very nice. Smirts. Heckin' smirts. So I was a 6-hour car ride, then had my lunch with my dad, watched some comedy, returned home, passed out with a couple of episodes of MASH, and here we are. Oh, you've already got a sentence. Oh. Well, it sounds like that was a good thing, right? And I'm glad today's been good. Ah, dear. Where am I? I got lost again. I think I'm here. Sorry, I keep getting lost. I think I'm here. Just getting lost over and over again. Don't mind me. I'm sure you've already told me, but what are the shiny bits on your machine? These things? Up here? These are the ends of threads. So when I pop the thread on here, it pops off a little bit of the barcode and I stick it on the top of my machine. So it's basically trash, but I hoard it. Yeah. Also love tentacles as your camera. That's your camera heading. Yeah, tentacles. That's the tentacles cam. Which is even better than we hoped for. Oh, heck yeah, fries. Heck yeah. Smirt. Very smirt. I can smirt. Nothing if not smirt. Oh, yo. How much more? Oh, a lot more. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I'm okay with it being a lot more. Make sure it's separated out, and that's separated out. And we'll just keep going. We'll just keep going. It's fine. Petticoats are a big beast. Punch someone in the face. And actually pressed charges, which I agree on, and he got conditions sent to it, so now he had to straight and narrow. Yeah, but to be fair, if you punch someone in the face, you kind of should. That's not something you can do. Like, even if they've upset you, you have to call the police over or authorities or get someone else to handle it, unfortunately. As much as it can be tempting. Ah, dear. I've just loaded up the film on your camera. Heck yeah! Agreed. So yeah, Maximum, how goes it? It's good to see you actually smiling face instead of an animated jellyfish. Thank you. How are you feeling? Unfortunately, I'm about the same. Nothing has really changed, but I'm feeling a lot more positive because we have lots and lots of tests, which means that although it might not be a stomach infection because I've had it for like 4 weeks now, we can hopefully find out what it is and fix it ASAP. ASAP. And also positive because we're getting lots of smooth food recipes. Really expanding our smooth food arsenal. Oh dear. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. How goes the streaming? How goes streams and stuff? Oh dear. His own fault, but I'm glad he took it as he should have. Yeah. I bet the scare's done him good. For sure. Sending healing vibes. Thank you. You know what? It'll be good. It'll be fine. We're all good. I had a blood test where they could barely get me blood. This is why I have to wait to donate blood, because when I do blood tests, they're like, they struggle to get enough for like just a couple vials, let alone giving blood. But from that, and hopefully we're good. Oh dear. Can you just animate actual pictures of yourself for VR? I mean, I did that for the, what do you call it? The manager. It was very cursed, but I did it. Hopefully it goes away soon. I think it will. I have a good feeling that whatever is wrong, it's gonna bugger off soon. That's the difficult thing sometimes, at least with the doctors in my area, it's getting them to act in the first place and to take it seriously. So sometimes you just need... It sounds bad, but like if you're only ill for a few weeks, that it will be like well, it might just be a bug and you'll get better. Like, just suffer and you'll be fine. But I've reached a point now where it's probably not going to go away on its own, which... As much as it's annoying for me, it's also great because it means they'll do something. So I mean, they can get some help, which is, you know, good. But I kind of understand why, because otherwise they could have people coming in left, right, and center for like a stomach bug, which is like quite contagious. So I do get it, but in my case, it's yeah. I'm glad that I'm getting stuff done. Yes. Bouncing back, MASH is a great series. I see MASH. Who's talking about MASH and why? I am, because I love the series. Same. Ah, we have two MASH lovers here. I like potato mash. Mashed potatoes. That's the only mash that I know. Mashed potatoes is great. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Mashed potato with... Okay, good. I thought I left another pin in here for a second. I was like, wait a minute, Jelly. No more pins! Mashed potato with big beans. It's pretty good. Go. Old comedy series. Stop doing the Korean more. Oh, okay. I am not really a television good person, but that sounds cool. Go down there. Keep going. Dance. And Oh wait, no. No! I don't have a bobbin. Asshat. Asshat. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, I had been sewing for so bloody long. Bloody stop at that point. How could you? How could you? I'd been sewing all that time. Oh. Oh. Ah. Dearie me. I did lose the bobbin lottery. That was a machine. You could have let me know. You could have told me. Normally it does like a little like whip noise when my bobbin is like going out. Could have done your whip. I would have listened. Dearie me. Just got you off my face. I applied for. I didn't get the job. Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. I'm sorry to hear that. Bobbin. Bobbin. Ah. How far? How far? Back to there. Okay. It could have been worse. It's not like it's the whole thing. But, yeah. Thank you for the leg fries! Take care! Look after yourself! Oh, dear. I need... Oh, I've got some more white thread, didn't I? Bought some more. It's like, geez, I need more white thread. I keep needing more white thread. It's okay, I got more. I bought more. Let's go. I can't believe it. It's been a while since it got me good though, to be fair. Like, it's been quite good recently. It's it's not been getting me too much. Every now and again I feel like it gets me real good. But nah, this time's not terrible. And sew the entire thing, so there's nothing worse than sewing everything and being like, oh, glad I've done that. That was a hard bit of sewing. And then taking your project away and being like, what? Nothing is sewn. Why is nothing sewn? Because of the bobbin. There we go. Get that round. Okay. Let's go back. It's even more annoying. I can see exactly where I've sewn, except that there was, of course, no thread. So rude. So rude. And unnecessary. I've been nothing but kind to you. Oh dear. Go. I wasn't terribly far from the end actually. Like a meter from the end, which it might seem long, but it's not that long considering how long this piece of fabric is. Could have been worse. Right, there we go. Okay. There we are. Nice. Okay, then we just need to do some ruffling again, which you won't have seen on stream. So let's do that on stream. I am going to change camera because I might as well just chat and do this with you, because honestly, you're not going to see more on the other screen, I tell you right now. It's literally just pulling this and pulling it through until I get to the center. And I need to ruffle this, all of this, so it's 2 meters. It takes a bit of arm welly, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Because yeah, got that now. Look at that nice frill. Heck yeah. Okay. I am gonna trim this just a little bit. Got a bit of an overspill there. I'll rehem that edge. Not right now. Do that later. Beautiful, thank you. I appreciate it. I think, to be fair though, this hopefully will probably be the least neat one in the end. So I'm hoping that I'll get neater as I do the others. I'm not used to ruffling cotton, so it's a bit weird for me still. Or, I mean, not at least not in this, not for a petticoat, not this much. Small amounts, sure, for like small decorative bits, but this amount? No. I'm gonna try and push it all the way down to the center, because this has to be small. Oh, the weight. The weight. And then I'll bring the other piece of fabric out, we'll try and match it to that. So I'd rather put all of the ruffling in it and then expand it. Oh dear. I'm gonna go get dressed for 1940s attire before taking some more selfies with this camera. Heck yeah, why not? That sounds fun. Why not do that? Oh. Go. Down. And then pull this bit down. And slowly but surely. Sorry, there are some interesting noises happening outside. I don't think the mic will pick them up. But I can hear. That's it. Go. And keep taking that down. Oh, and wrap that around my hand. Not too tight because I would like to have something like feeling in the end of my fingers by the end of this. Yeah. How cute it's gonna be. It's gonna See, this is why I wanted it in cotton, because that's so cute. It's like a more traditional, like very, very traditional looking. Like tulle is great and it's much easier, but I think the cotton looks more traditional. If I was making a longer one, I could just add this onto the back bottom of like a very long petticoat and that'd probably look good. But no. No, not today. All the way across. And keep going. And down. And down. Ooh. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Ooh. A little bit more. And push this along further. I don't know how I'm gonna get this down to the 2 meters I need it to be. Oh, so much gathering. It's so much. The getting this down, like, I'm pretty sure it's 2 meters. No, actually it might not be. It might be double that because I might need the waist to be to 2 meters. So I might have a little bit more. Let me see actually. Because I moved some of the bra stuff. It's one of these. Probably one of the small ones, right? So, like, is it still underneath or is it one of these? One of these, right? Yes. Oh, or is this just one? Yeah, this is just one. There is a pin in them. This is the size it needs to be gathered down to. This is how long? Oh no, this is about 2 meters. That's definitely about 2 meters. I'm gonna put that behind the sewing machine so it doesn't get stuck in there. But that's 2 meters, that is. Momo, how goes it? Hi, so much fabric. Yeah, we're doing some petticoat gathering right now. I don't know if you've done this before, Momo. Anyone who doesn't know Momo, Momo is like a jack of all trades when it comes to crafting. Have you done petticoat? Have you made a petticoat before? Momo, because you might be familiar with this, I'm not sure. Right now, we have, this will be I think gathering 8 meters down to 2 meters is what we're doing right now, I think. So we've already done the 16 meters down to 8 meters. And now we're gathering 8 meters down to 2 meters? I'm not exactly sure. It's something like that. Nev, I've only sewn face masks most recently. Mind-boggling. Oh, really? Okay. That's fair enough. So petticoats, you go up in increments, but normally you'd go up in increments of like, you'd have 3 meters around the waist, and then 9 meters in the next section, and then 18, and no, that's not right then. No, it'd be 2, 6, 18. So maybe that's what I've got. Maybe I've got 2, 6, 18. Normally you'd like triple it, basically. But I think I've gone a bit different, because I don't think I had that amount. So I think I think my biggest layer is 16 meters. I think the one underneath that is 8 meters. And I think this one is 2 meters. So I think I quadrupled and then doubled. So it's a little different. Yeah. So my one will probably be more like a bell shape, because mine goes out so much at the top. That's okay though. It's fine. Ah, dear. Ah. Really well, yeah. There's so much fabric. Yeah, it's a lot. Petticoats use a lot. Tulle is normally a really good option because tulle is cheaper, but also you can buy tulle already cut to like these chunks. So you can buy it in 9 inches or 12 inches already on the roll. So like in 50-meter rolls, really cheap in just this amount, so that you don't have to cut the fabric into like this chunks. You can just cut the lengths you need. And so tulle is really good for that. Cotton is not done like that, because most people don't make cotton petticoats. It's like, that's very old-fashioned looking, which is good for cosplay, but it's not something you tend to see people wearing outside of costumes. It's very specific. The other thing is it doesn't ruffle quite as nicely. It's harder to pull the ruffles along and stuff like that. So yeah, tulle is more commonly used for petticoats. It's more bouncy, it's lighter weight, stuff like that. But you can do it out of other fabrics. It's just kind of a nightmare. But that's what we're doing today. We're making it out of another fabric. Okay. I wonder if I should maybe attempt going in from the other side yet. Because at some point I'm going to want to switch sides. I don't want to switch sides yet. I'm not sure. Difficult to say. It's cute though. Because like, I'd say like, I'm nearly halfway there. Oh, you're cute. Ah, dear. And this is going to be, it'll probably only be about that much taller, so it's going to be quite a short one. But I'll give it quite a big waistband. The thing is, I didn't want it that long because, first of all, I'm probably going to put quite a wide piece on the top because it's going underneath the tail. So having all the poof right underneath the tail, it'll only get flattened and pushed forward. So the poof is going to be a little lower. Yeah. Yeah. Hello! Just found out my candy cane Ivan costume has been working on for years and forgot about. Oh, nice! Heck yeah! Hi, Karina, by the way. How's it going? That sounds like a fun one. What you got to finish it in time for? Oh, finish it this time. I see. Sorry. My bad. I was going to say, what's the deadline? Okay. And pull this across. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Get that up my hand a bit. The other thing is all of these ruffles are going to make this quite thick when I sew it. I mean, my machine will handle it, but a machine that would only do lightweight fabrics probably would struggle with this. You're going to want an upholstery grade machine. The tool you might be okay with, but not cotton petticoat. Go. Okay. I might hold off on that side there for now and then go from the other side. Oh, my fingers. I haven't worn any of mine to conventions or competitions before. It'll be just for me to enjoy. Heck yeah! That sounds good. Let's go in on this side. And start pulling from that side. Oh. And there we go. And aim for the center. This project looks rather complicated. It is. It is. Petticoats are not super simple. I definitely wouldn't necessarily recommend them to a beginner. It's a lot of fabric to work with, and gathering and between gathering and like all of the fabric and all of the layers, it's not the simplest project in the world. But if you're someone who's a little bit more confident on a sewing machine, it's a really good way of having like a really full petticoat. Like if you've ever purchased a petticoat in the shop and you've been disappointed, try making your own, because they'll be so much better. So much better than anything you could purchase in a store. First of all, because it's going to be custom built for you, so you know it's going to fit really well. And second, it's just you can add layers and layers and layers and layers of poof. Like if you make 3 layers, I did 3 for that one, and it's not big enough, make another layer. You know, if it's still not big enough, make another one. You can just build it up. A lot of the ones you get in stores will only be 1 layer thick, maybe 2, so they'll be quite small as far as a poof goes. Whereas when you make it yourself, you can just keep going. And the tool, especially if you're making it out of tool is not that expensive when you buy it on like the 6, 9 or 12 inches. It's actually quite cheap. So that way it doesn't cost too much. It costs more for your time because it isn't a very quick build. I think more of it as far as like the time it takes to build it. It's quite long. I want a grilled cheese and tomato soup, but I need an adult too weak to go to the store for cheese. Do you have like a, I don't know. Is there any way you can get cheese to the house? Is there any way we can get dem cheese? Oh my god. Oh, Kionas, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Raid, welcome. Oh, and Dem, thank you for shouting out Kionas. What are you doing? Making some crafting? Welcome on in. And hi, Craft. How goes it? What were you up to? What were you making? We are making a petticoat. We're making a cotton petticoat. Hence what all this is. We're gathering a lot of it together right now. So it's a lot of pulling stuff along and making it bigger. If you have an interest in the cosplay, I recommend doing the ! Cosplay for the spelling, but it's Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced Mateus. Quite a mouthful. We're doing the petticoat for underneath the skirt right now so I can start drafting some patterns for the dress. Soon. Yes. Ah dear. Raiders, did you bring cheese? Dem desperately needs some cheese right now. And ideally a tomato soup if you have any. We'd take just the cheese, but tomato soup would be ideal. Was working on the border of my daughter's quilt. Oh wait, that sounds lovely. Oh dear. What kind of colorway have you gone for? Also, if anyone's never watched someone do quilting before, I'd go check that out, because quilting is one of those things where a lot of people recommend quilting as their first project, but quilting is hard. It's a lot of math. It's a longer sewing project. So it is quite an impressive thing to be doing. Do you have something like a Tesco that does deliveries nearby? Get it back to your door? That's what I was wondering. Because like we have same day delivery often. If you're booking last minute, a lot of people cancel their Tesco orders. So you can literally just order it in the same day. And then you could order bread, cheese, and a tomato soup that same day. Ah dear. I could order a pizza and scrape the cheese onto some bread. And there is tomato also in a pizza. Are we stretching? Got blues, pinks, and orange as well as reds. I'm making a hexagon quilt. Oh, lovely. Lovely. I like the addition of the orange in there as well. I need a mac and cheese now. Now! I love mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is my comfort food. Oh, can't eat it right now, but normally it'd be my comfort food. Same day, get a jelly original delivered on the same day. Oh yeah, because a lot of people cancel their food delivery orders, so slots just appear on the day that you're ordering. So it might be a bit later in the day, but like sometimes you can just be like, oh, there's a slot in 2 hours that someone's cancelled. I'll take that. And they're normally quite cheap. I am now buying some colour fill for the camera. Heck yeah. Gotta get that camera sorted. That quilt sounds pretty sick. Comparatively, we are working on something very bland looking right now, but I am gonna dip dye it. I'm gonna do some like faded dye. I'm gonna slowly take it out of the dye so it's purple at the bottom and white at the top eventually. Hence why cotton was quite a good choice. I want it to look a bit more old-fashioned, but then I also want to get that colour. And cotton's a good one because I can use the cotton dyes. I like the cotton dyes. Polyester dyes are fine, but I like cotton dyes. They're a bit slower. At the moment, we're trying to ruffle this down to about 2 meters. So, a lot of gathering. Jelly originals are cheap? Oh yeah, for sure. Most of the things I like to eat are very cheap. I don't eat the expensive foods. I got $5, so 1 cosplay please. 1 cosplay please. Do I have to? Oh no, do I have to send you a cosplay? Oh shoot, I was talking about food. Okay, let's have a look at this. Are we feeling like this is the right size? Maybe. Maybe. We might have got it. Let's look at this. This is the size we need to get it to. We might have it. I think we've overdone it, but that's kind of what I was aiming for. I'd rather overdo it than underdo it. Let me take you across to the other screen so you can see. This is 1 layer, by the way. It's already like so much. I'm gonna check my bank balance if I can afford the film. What kind of food would a jelly original be then? It'd be like the dumping the pizza, the curry on the pizza. Haven't seen a cooking stream. Also, hi Flotil, how goes it? It'd be like taking a curry, taking a pizza, and just putting one on the other. Yes. Floofy. It is! It's so floofy. Okay. Then I just need to make sure this is not quite so floofed. But again, I'd rather take it out than have to take it in. Taking it in is more annoying. So just make it a bit bigger. And then I think that's about the right size. And then I'm going to take these two and tie them off. No more moving. No more moving from you. Nice. And this one, do the same thing. What's happened here? Oh, did it get stuck on that? Ah, that's not good. I see. Okay, and then pull it down from here, maybe? Yeah, just trying to make sure that it comes out evenly. There we go. And yeah. And just put a knot in that. And then I got all this thread to throw away. Oh, is that all of it? Or is there more? No, I think that's all of it. Throw that away. And I think I got all of it. I don't want those big balls of thread hanging around because they're annoying. I think we're good to start pinning. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Okay, let's... Which way do I want to do it? I want to do it this way? Yeah, I want to do it this way. Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to work out which way I want to do it. I think I want to do it this way. I'm good. They're in a bit of a pickle. Seems I've lost a diamond and those are quite cheap. They are not quite cheap. They are quite expensive. Jelly pizza's cooking stream confirmed. No. We call that a pizza sandwich, also known as a calzone. Oh, that sounds pretty good. I was supposed to be right there, but as you can see, it isn't there. Oh no, wait, Flotil! Oh wait, no, wait, you weren't a VIP. Wait a minute, Flotil. Wait a minute, Flotil. I made it back now. I'm feeling a Tildify. Oh, heck yeah. Good luck. Good. Flotil, you nearly tricked me. Flotil. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Flotil, you know I'm too easily tricked by these things. I thought that something had gone wrong. And that you couldn't see it. Flotil. Flotil, you can't do this. I will believe you. Terrible, it's terrible. Okay, right. Terrible, Flotil, terrible. Good luck, Red! So you're gonna set up your campaign. I hope that it goes well. Make sure you've got an idea of what you want your personal goal to be, and if you've got any personal milestones. And if you need any help, send me a DM in the Discord. I thought it was an ice gem and ate it. I missed out that those aren't cheap. Oh dear. Oi, 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 oi! Or does it go E? Trying to steal a diamond. No, they were trying to steal a diamond. I was like, I legit was about to try and get that back for them. Oh. Flotil, I swear. Is it stealing if she gives it though? Yeah, because you didn't have one. And I remember I specifically didn't give you one because I knew that you would abuse it for the quotes. Listen, I stand up and I admit Flotil has been very helpful on this channel. They have given so much helpful advice when it comes to commands, and they've been really sweet bean. However, I am also fully aware that Flotil will abuse the quote system. and being safe. I never use quotes though. Where did the abuse idea even come from? Like really? I'm sure it came from you. I don't think it could have come from anyone else. How terrible, stealing diamonds. What does VIP allow you to do? In this channel, it allows you to post links. It allows you to do quotes. So if you wanted to add a quote, you'd have to be a VIP. Because it just stops like everyone willy-nilly adding quotes, basically. Because we already have 400. We don't need more constantly. So So yeah, it basically means you can add quotes and post links. It doesn't come from me though, does it not? I don't know if I'm being tricked again now. Oh no. Now flew till I don't know if I'm being tricked. 400 beautiful quotes. There's been a lot of quotes. There's been a lot of quotes. 400 beautiful quotes. Oh, okay, thanks. That's alright. Oh, I just kicked something under my desk. Ow! It stops more of me from existing. I got one quote added, and it's this beauty. Jelly, I passed out, woke up, and you're still going, what in the name of sweet heaven? God, are you okay? God, why did you pass out? Or did you just go to sleep? I haven't been streaming that long. I've been streaming 3 hours. God, it's alright. It's not been that long. Those aren't your boobies, those are pain! Yeah, that was a bad one though. You know, Flotil, let's be honest, that's a bad one. Flotil. Oh yeah, sometimes to be fair, the bot is a little slow. Ah. Oh yeah. And get that in there. Only quite I care about, and it wasn't even me who added it. Of course not. Oh, dearie me. It's really difficult to give any context to that one. Oh, dear. Pointless. There it is. Whew. We're getting there. There's so much. Have I got more tea? I do! You did it with a clip, yeah. I coach body and mind in pain. I just flop on the chair with stream on. I have not dinner. Better make one. Yeah, better get some dinner gone. Jeez. Steve-O! Steve-O! Are you putting incriminating quotes in the chat again? I'm watching you. Steve-O! Still You're putting incriminating quotes in the chat. I'm watching you. Oh dear. There we go. That up there. Ah. Okay, I go watch some anime before I get some chips. Oh, what you watching, Flotil? What the heck am I watching? Just out of curiosity, unless you've already gone, in which case, have a nice day! Oh, what are you talking about? Do you not? Do you heckin' not? Ramen time. What is that, dragon? What is going on with your chat? Currently Aquatope. Oh, okay. I did see some pictures of that. I'm not watching it myself, though. I hope it's good. I keep seeing the promotional art for it. It's so pretty. Yeah, that's probably why I keep seeing the art for it, huh? It's always the pretty ones that's like, let's just recommend the heck out of it. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. You know, I'll be honest, the stuff that I get hyped for, I think mainly was second seasons recently. Although some of the second seasons I liked and some of them I was like, on. Working on a meme, Jelly, don't mind me. God, I'm now minding you. I mind a little bit now. What's going on over there, huh? I'm minding a little bit. What's going on over there? Sunny Boy. Oh, Sunny Boy, yeah. I was gonna watch it, and I chose not to. Cough, Higurashi, cough. I watched the Higurashi. What is your quality meme, Jenny? Give us an example. Red Panda screaming or something? I mean, you're not wrong with the screaming. I do like screaming memes. Not Red Panda though. I like Red Panda just being chill. Where's my go-to meme at the moment? I don't really have one right now. Not a meme that I'm like specifically loving right now. I don't have one. I don't have one right now. No meme has specifically impressed me that much. Like as far as general memes go, like in the world. No meme has impressed me so much at the moment. Sometimes I find one. At the moment, none has tickled me. I'm not tickled. I decided not to watch the second Higurashi season, couldn't be bothered. And from what I've heard about at least the first half of it, I'm not missing anything. I won't spoil it. You're not missing a lot. The thing is though, there's some stuff, like one of my favorite shows, and it's not like I don't think a particularly high production value show or anything, but it's like My Next Life as a Villainess, All Paths Lead to Doom. I love that show. I loved it. The first season, I adore the first season of Villainess. I absolutely adore it. The second season felt like a filler season. And I'm a little sad, because they've teased the third season, which looks fantastic. It looks like it goes back to what I enjoyed about the first season, but I really wish I just had that, you know? Yeah, so that was a little sad. I was a little sad about that one. Like, I still enjoyed it, but like, the first season was so good. And then, I don't know why they needed like a whole season of basically filler. Is what it felt like. And I didn't really enjoy that filler either. Some of it I did, but a lot of it I didn't. But then it looks like they're gonna go back to what I enjoyed next season. So like, that's cool. I just, like, that's one of my favorite shows. It's not like particularly high production value, and like I understand fully if it's not your cup of tea, but I really like that show. It's stupid. It's really stupid. But that's why I like it so much, is because it's just so stupid. I just watched the spoiler. Wow. That's rude. I still need to watch that one. Too many series to catch up on. Recently started replacing all the folder icons and all my download anime with images, and there's so much to watch. Have you ever thought about doing weekly anime watches via Discord? It's got tons of recommendations for that. I can't commit to that because I'm terrible with watching things. I have to be in, even for anime, I need to be in such a specific mood to watch that. So if it was like a weekly thing, I can tell you right now what would happen. I'd have a date set out and I'd never watch anime on that day. Yeah, I'm really, really bad for watching things on specific days. And it would probably take a lot of the joy out of watching anime for me. Like, this is the issue with watch parties and stuff like that for me. I don't think I'll ever be able to do it. Which is somewhat of a shame, to be honest, because like I really enjoy anime. But I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. Yeah, sorry. Ah, dear. Oh, god damn it, Steve-O. Go! Let's do this next one. So I know when I've sat down to watch anime with other people, like, I'll be like picking at my, like scratching and like getting really uncomfortable and like slowly picking at my skin and stuff like that because I'm getting so physically uncomfortable for having to sit there and watch it with other people. Like, it's bad. Like, that's how sick I feel having to sit down. Like, I don't think I can explain how ill it makes me to have to sit down and watch something at a scheduled time. Like, there are no words to describe how ill that makes me. I will literally hide. Like, the people have called me out on this, that I will literally hide my head behind a pillow so that I don't have to watch the television. And I think, yeah, unless you're someone who struggles with that sort of thing, you probably don't get it. And that's fine. I don't need people to get it. I just need, like, I guess the respect of, like, I can't do that. Like, I can't do it. Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, I get real sick being forced to watch things with people. There are times where I can, but normally I have to be pretty ill anyway. Like, I do really tired, and then I can do it. Like, if you get me when I'm really tired and really ill, sure, then I'll watch something. But that's only because I can't move away. I want to watch my anime whenever I feel like it. I'm horrible at watching shows. I want to watch them when they air. Yeah! Again, like, I guess everyone has, like, a different sort of, how they like to view their media and stuff like that. For me, I like to watch things in about 2-minute increments. So I don't like to watch anything for more than about 2 minutes at a time. Except for, like, having things on in the background or things which I can interact with. Which is why streams and video games are a little different, because, like, video games, of course, I'm, like, playing them, and streams, I can have it on in the background, or I can chat, so it's like having a conversation, so it's a little different for me. I feel, like, a little bit more engaged. Yeah, it really affects me the worst when it comes to television, and it's okay if I'm on my own. If I'm with other people, it's pretty bad. I think I've probably had some of my worst times where I feel like I'm forced to watch television with other people. And again, there are days where it's not that bad, and then there are days where it's really bad, where I just have to put my foot down and say that I can't do it. I know why. Yeah, but I can't do it. Oh, bruh, move me? Thank you so much for the follow. Let's see if you survive though. No. That's someone straight in the soup. Welcome on in. Ah, dear. I'm gonna go watch. Yeah, have fun, Flotil. Enjoy your anime. I hope your catch up goes well. To be fair, we are hitting the end of the anime season, so I think a lot of people have to catch up on quite a lot. I don't have regular TV anymore, and it feels like such a relief, no longer being forced to sit and watch things when they air. Yeah, there are a lot of people who struggle with that sort of thing, right? Where it's like, if it's on, it's almost like you don't even necessarily enjoy it, you just have to watch it because it's on. Everyone's very different though. I mean, I haven't met someone else yet who gets ill watching television, but then I also know why I get ill watching television, so I think it'd have to probably be someone who suffers similarly, or not suffers, but like has similar condition with me, right? Where we're like, you know, I don't know. I'd say probably someone else on the spectrum might have the same sort of thing as me somewhere, right? It's probably not just me, but not everyone is going to be there. It might be me. It could be someone else, but I think there's probably a lot of people that don't struggle with that. But I do. Oh dear. A meme is up. Is it now? Is it cursed? There are some people that like I lived with that would be like, yes, this is her. She'd come home and And then she'd go to our neighbor's house and she'd offer them tea, and then they wouldn't have milk, so they'd be like, oh, sorry, you can't make tea. And then she'd leave and she'd come back with milk, and then she'd make tea, and we wouldn't even necessarily want the tea. Oh, yeah, that was me. A crafty fucking jelly! Oh my god, Smurf! How goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in! We're making a petticoat. This is our first layer of cotton petticoat. How goes it? I hope you're having a good day. We're talking about ways people watch television. In my case, not at all. It makes me ill. But everyone's different. I could do it. I just watch it really slowly. Like recently, I finished Bo Burnham's Inside. Now, I don't know when that came out. It was a while ago. But again, I can only watch things in really small increments. I finished that recently. I don't think it necessarily hit me in the same way that it hits a lot of people, but I do appreciate that it was a good show. It was very good. I finished it. There you go. That can be the phrase. I finished it. I don't finish many things. I finished it. It took me a while, but I finished it. And it was good. A lot of people find it very life-changing though, or seem to. They seem to on Twitter, but maybe they just say that. They seem to on Twitter find it very life-changing. I don't think that I can say that I found it life-changing. Maybe it's because I watched it in 2-minute increments. But yeah, it's good. It was good. There's a show called in the Netherlands called Why is de Mol? Why is de Mol? Loosely translated to Who is the Mol? Okay. It's a game show with the traitor, and the thing is that the contestants had to discover the traitor. I love it, but I forget when it airs, and then I forget and feel like I was forced to watch, and I ended up not watching because I didn't like to be forced. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Oh dear, you don't want to be forced into television. It's me, I am the mole. We found them. We found them! The traitor! Just walked in 8 kilometers and now I am dead. Just chilling. Yeah, get some chill, Smurf. Jeez, how silly. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm still under the weather. But other than that, I'm okay. We're surviving. We're surviving, Smurf. Oh dear, the mole was fun. Even the American version. Wait, I've not seen this. We had one on like a kids television show that was called like Trapped. I think is what it was called. It was kind of gruesome, but I don't think we had that television show in particular. There we go. I got that out. I can say words. I did some English subtitles a few years back for episodes of Belgium and the Netherlands. Oh, did you, Asylum? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's fantastic. You must be really fast at typing then, hell. They have an American version? Heck. I was wondering if they were trying to sell the concept elsewhere. Can we ban Jelly under the weather? Oh, sorry. Can we just keep me there forever? Does it work like that? I wish it worked like that, but unfortunately no. But on the plus side, I am getting assistance. So, hopefully I can be better by October. I just really want to be better by October. I did tell the doctors, I was like, hey, so I have kind of a big thing happening in October. Do you think that we can get me better by then? Because I can't really, I don't really want to be ill the entirety of October, if possible. I'm quite busy. But they didn't really respond much to it, so we'll see. Clearly not their priority, but it's mine. I guess that's not how being ill works, right? Oh dear. Oh, Cyber, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in Horn! Horn in spirit. I'm gonna food in my face put my yes. Good. I'm glad. I hope it's cheese. Hug, thank you for the hug. Is strong and it will happen. I'm not as strong as I used to be. I used to be heckin' buff. But it's fine. I mean, here's the thing. I'm in a very fortunate position where I can do stuff at home and be happy. I can still eat smooth food, so it's not like I can't eat at all. And as long as I'm not, I've got sick notes for work. Good. So I should be all right. So I can take some rest now, which is good. Because work was making me quite ill. So I should be in a good position to recover. That is the hope. It does mean I'm a little bit housebound, but like, honestly, it's fine. Like, we've had several lockdowns this year at this point. Used to it. I don't know. I think it'll be alright. It's nothing that bad. And it's very easy to forget that you're ill. I don't know how anyone else feels about this. If anyone else has had any sort of prolonged illness where you feel fine and then you're ill, and then you feel fine and then you're ill, do you forget that you're ill? Because I forget that I'm ill until I suddenly am ill. Every time. I forget that I'm ill, and then I'll eat something and be like, whoa! Ah yes, I remember now, I am ill. And that happened to me every weekend at work. I'll take my lunch break and I'll be like, man, I'm doing great today. Oh my god, did you? Wow, I am fantastic. And then I'll eat my lunch and I'll be like, I need to go home. I have to go. Every day at work, that's what's happened. And so yeah, I needed a sick note because like it's getting a bit much. Oh dear. Boobtober, boobtober! Thank you for putting boobtober in chat. Oh dear. No, I mean night butt. Heck yeah, you meant night butt. Yeah, speaking Dutch and having lived in England for 17 years, now to Poland where hourly loans are low. I got some jobs like that. I can do NL to EN. Not the other way around, but Dutch grammar has snuck in a little. Doctor's just listening to Jelly like... sunk a little, sorry. I'm a very fortunate horn. I am a very fortunate horn. And swell, I have to lurk while I work. That's fine, Cyber. Take care. Have a good lurk work. Me every day. Does being ill in the brain count? Sure. Yeah, sure. I'd say so. When I'm ill, I get bad immediately and feel like a poof of misery for a day, and then I'm better usually. It's either all or nothing for you. All or nothing for you? That's fair. I'm like that with colds. Actually, no. I'm specifically like that if my nose blocks. Only if my nose blocks. Anything else, I'm like, I can power through it. I'm fine. But if I get a blocked nose, I tell you right now, I won't stream. I won't put my face out anywhere. I'm just sad. Like, I'll happily have food poisoning for 4 weeks straight. But if my nose gets blocked, I'm so sad. I'm sad every minute of every day. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's a look inside my brain. I've had, like, basically food poisoning for 4 weeks now. And I'm, like, chipper as anything. But if you block my nose, no. There is no sunlight anymore. Like, I'll never... I'm in a world of darkness. Like, don't try to talk to me. It's not a phase. I'm having a hard time, and no, nothing will make me feel better. Yeah, like, having a blocked nose really puts me down, honestly. I have a really hard time every time I get a blocked nose. I don't know why. Something about it really just makes me very upset. Blue, how goes it? I hope life's been good. Well, it's been alright. I hope things are good with you. Nelly is like a shark. Her nose is a weak spot. I really don't like having a blocked nose. If I have a blocked nose, I'm so upset. Like, it's awful. I hate it. For 4 weeks, you can just kill me, to hell with that. It's alright, I don't feel ill unless I eat anything. And honestly, I might feel sick after eating, or I might be in pain after eating. But it's normally one or the other, it's not both. So it's a mixed bag. Who knows? It might be pain, it might be illness. Who knows? I don't. Yeah, and sometimes it's nothing. If I eat good, it's nothing. Like, smooth food is, like, good, but I am trying to, like, get solid food in me, and that tends to be when I feel a bit more rubbish. Like, even the hard food that I'm eating, though, I'm trying to eat a lot more vegetables and, like, soft vegetables, like cooked ones, fish, but, like, not so much meat. like as in like chicken and red meat. Just things that I think are easier to get through. Because I tell you right now, it's like trying to play like, what do you call it, like grandma's footsteps with my stomach. Like, you didn't notice any food. You can't tell there's food in there. Shh, don't tell them. Shh, don't tell them. And like trying to sneak food past it most of the time, and hope that it hasn't noticed that I've eaten, because I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. Like and honestly, I'm really craving like takeaway. I'm really craving like pizza, and like all the foods that I can't eat. So it's not like I'm not hungry. The issue is as soon as I eat anything like pizza, my stomach's like, I gotcha. I know that you ate. I'm gonna make your life hell. So I have to be kind of careful. Oh dear. But if I'm careful, I'm okay. The times where it's a bit more difficult is at work. I honestly think the lifting is making it a bit more difficult. And it's a bit difficult to do my job without moving around a lot, because I work in a job where I don't sit down. And I also work 11-hour shifts. So that's rough, honestly. That's rough when you're not well. So I think I need some support there, really. And that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a little bit of work support, because 11 hours not sitting down when you have like a dodgy stomach is hard. That's hard. Everything else has been okay, but the weekends have been really rough. Oh. Mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes actually made me pretty rough. I thought mashed potatoes would be okay for similar reasons. Like, it's smooth. It's potatoes. Like, what could go wrong with that? But I was up till like 4 in the morning with mashed potatoes, so I'm sure there's a logic there, but mashed potatoes didn't work. I was pretty ill with mashed potatoes. I did eat chicken with it though, so you know. Listen, it could have been the mash, it could have been the chickens, it could have been a combination of both. But I'm gonna say it was probably the both, because I've had chicken on its own and it's been kind of okay. But the mash was, no, none of that. Oh, yeah, it's rough. It's a bit rough. How do you have the stamina to stream and work for so long? I mean, if I'm not doing something, I'm kind of a nightmare. Especially with Shiny. So Shiny works underneath me. He's my underling. No, he's not. And I hope he doesn't hear that. His office is underneath me. And since he works in the same house as me, basically, if I don't have something to do, I am a pest. I'll come up to you and I'll be like, what are you doing? You doing anything interesting? I'm interested. Basically, I need something to do all the time. If I'm not busy, I'm bored. And I don't like being bored. So I like to do things, which is great. Great in theory. Kind of a pain in practice. Because I can be really focused on the things that I'm doing, but I get too focused. So I'll like sew for like 12 hours straight, and then I'll be ill. Even normally, even when I'm not ill. Because I've sewn for 12 hours straight, right? And I haven't gone to the toilet, and I haven't eaten, and I haven't, looked after my basic human needs. All of my sim stats are low. The Grim Reaper is coming for me imminently. So yeah, I would say that I don't necessarily struggle with focus as much as I struggle with balancing my needs. So streaming is actually really, really good for me, in that it means that I do the things that I love in healthy portions every day, and then after stream is over, I can focus on other things for a bit. Yeah, streaming has been a really good balancing tool for me, so that I can do the things that I love in sensible amounts. Dairy issues? I do actually, to be fair, have some dairy issues, so it very much could be that. I don't get along well with dairy, so you might be right in that that's why I had such a severe reaction. Normally I can eat mashed potato just fine, but the dairy issues on top of the fact that I am having some sort of stomach problem right now might have been why mash gave me such an intense reaction. I don't know exactly why, but it could be. I do see that hydrate, and I will hydrate in just a second. I just want to get this bit done here. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. Yeah, they bring mashed potatoes when they pretended it was the chicken. It could have been the chicken! I do believe it could have been the chicken. I'm also just going to do the other side really quickly because I know that I left that undone. And it makes me worried. Wait, didn't I? Didn't I leave it undone? Oh wait, no, it was the same side. Okay, well I could have just gone the whole way down then. Well, silly me. There we go. Okay. Whew. I use margarine for mashed potatoes since I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah. Normally I would use margarine too, but I think this was a pack of mash, like ready-made mash. Wait, let me go into main screen, because we're going to have to do some stuff to this again in a second, but just so you can see. Another one! Another layer has been added. Doesn't it look cute in the cotton? So cute! Ah! It doesn't work? Those bums, I know, right? How dare they? Hush, Nightbot. Nightbot will never hush. You know this. Nightbot just goes forever. Only 3.5 hours. Yeah, I mean, like, 3.5 hours. I think my average stream time is between 4 to 5 hours normally. As an average. 3 to 4 hours is my average. Not 3 to 4. 4 to 5 hours is my average. Lying to you. 4 to 5 hours is my average stream time. I do shorter streams. I do longer streams. But 4 to 5 is my average-ish. Yeah. But then my work is only on the weekends, so I only do weekends. So if you think about it, I do weekends, 11-hour shifts, and then I do Monday to Friday if I only do 4 streams, which is what I normally do. 4 streams that are like between 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, it's not that bad. Let me go back, because I'm going to do now just a quick check to make sure that we got everything covered. I think that I do, because I actually sewed it from the other side this time. I learnt from my mistake the first time to make this a little neater, except they're going to be bits like this now, which I will still need to fix, where I've caught an extra piece in it. That's okay. So I need to just take this out and then... Oh my god! Oh, Calorie Bird, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. You followed as I made a mistake, but that's okay. I can fix it. So I just need to put a little pin in there. Oh wait, did you survive? Oh no, I didn't see. Shoot. Someone else will have to let me know if Calorie survived the meat grinder. Just checking down to make sure that I didn't make any more. Thing is, if that's the only mistake, you can see it's a lot less than the first time. So it's a much better method. And I just pinned it from the other direction. So yeah, that's the only one. So let's sew that up. Where is it? There it is. I know a streamer who starts before I go to sleep, and when I wake up, he's still streaming midday-ish for me. Jelly, the hydrate. I did the hydrate. I didn't do the posture check. You're right on that one, though. Take care of yourself. I refuse. Only danger. You can't make me take care of myself. Thank you, Steve. Very kind of you. I work 9 days, 4 days a week, 8 hours every other Friday, and then I do 8 hours things. Exactly, yeah. See? Fire does a huge amount. Do you see that? Do you see that heckin' dedication? But like, streaming is like a hobby for me, right? And I'm sure probably Vile feels similar. It's like, how long do you want to spend on your hobby a week? Probably as much time as you can. So it's not... It's probably a bit different if streaming is your job, but if streaming is your hobby, it's just like, well, how much can I afford to spend, like, time-wise on my hobby? And then that's how much time I will spend on my hobby. Once I know how much time I'm able to. Like, for me, that's, like, this is how long I can spend on it. Which is good. Yeah. But I'm glad to have that time set aside for it, right? Because I love sewing, and I love all the stuff I do. I love making VTubers, I love sewing, I love all the boobtober stuff we're about to do. So yeah, like it's all my hobby. But what that stops me doing is sewing ridiculous hours and making myself ill, or rigging for ridiculous hours and making myself ill, which has already happened this year. So, you know, it's a really good way of being more healthy for me. And also being more of an active part of the household. Yeah, generally it's just a really healthy thing. And also I get to chat with people, which is always a really nice benefit. I mean, I'm pretty chatty. I love chatting with people. Before I started streaming, I was stuck in the house basically every day because of my migraines. Porn! So I spent a lot of time not chatting to anyone. So it's nice to have the opportunity to chat with so many people because I was stuck inside for so long. I know, of course, now everyone's been stuck inside, but I was stuck inside even before the first lockdown. I wasn't able to leave the house. So it's been really nice to have so many people that I can talk to. Woo! Get over that bit. And especially through things like this, you meet people that have an interest in cosplay or anime or gaming and stuff like that. That I also have an interest in, which is really cool. Good thread. Go. I'm an old man. Even after work, I still work on things like hobby to get prepared for Friday and Saturday streams. Yeah, I do some prep off stream, but I try to make sure I'm not doing too much, you know? Like, for instance, like ruffling the big pieces I'll do off stream, but I try not to do too much. Don't make me redeem multiple hydrates and positive checks! Ah, dear. Give yourself a purpose will give you more motivation to go longer than you'd realise. It doesn't matter how simple the purpose is. Yeah, I mean, there are things like, for instance, with this stream, I'm probably not going to do more than the first one, because I can't ruffle this one again without having to sit in the hallway, which, unless you want to watch a screen for like 2 hours, it's not happening. But I don't know, it's really nice. I much more enjoy crafting on stream than I enjoy crafting on my own, because it's just, I work slower. I will say, I work a lot slower on stream than I do when I'm working on my own. When I'm working on my own, I want to say that I'm like 2 times quicker than I am on stream. On stream, I'm so slow. I don't know if any other Twitch crafters or artists can say that they feel the same, but oh my god, I'm so slow on Twitch. Oh, whenever I'm making something on Twitch, I'm like, wow. I think it's especially noticeable for things like shirts. I can whack out a shirt in a day, easy. I've made so many shirts, and then I make a shirt on Twitch, and I'm like, why has this taken me a week? Excuse me? I have made shirts. I've made so many shirts. Why has one shirt taken me a week? What's happened? Yeah, it's quite funny. Well, hi Mopstrudel, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. What's up in Mopstrudel land? Are we still good on Bobbin? We are. Tell me about it. Oh yeah, much slower. I did 1 hour-ish mod on SAT that took me an entire 8 hours, right? And it's like, wait, why is it taking me so long? Like I know near the beginning of stream, I thought maybe it got worse. I was like, am I just worse at sewing than they used to be? Like, I'm sure I could do these things so much quicker. No, it's just, you're doing so much, you're multitasking when you're streaming. So it's not that you're worse at your craft, it's the multitasking of chatting and sewing and stopping, and like, you don't do that when you're crafting alone. But it's so much more fun and fulfilling, I find at least, to craft while live on Twitch. Yeah. It's a lot more fun. it's just a lot slower, and you kind of have to plan for that. If you have a deadline and you decide to do your deadline live on Twitch, good luck to you, because you're going to be slow. Oh, dear. I did a 1 hour mod. Oh, sorry, I just read that one. Can't be anything too complicated. Oh, fair enough. See, now that I'm kind of okay with, because I like to get a little bit of feedback. I don't know, sometimes bouncing off chat, even if chat doesn't sew themselves, just having someone to bounce back off and be like, what would you do? Like, I'm thinking this, and then they can be like, have you tried shoving a horn into your machine? And I'm like, no, I haven't tried that. Oh, but maybe I could do this. And it's like, it makes it a lot easier to to work out where I need to go next, just to have like people to bounce off. I mean, to be fair, sometimes chat does give legitimately good advice, which actually really helps. Not to downplay that. I've been here for at least I just haven't talked. Oh, fair enough. I hope your day has been good. Content farming? Oh. Much more fun, much more fun. Then learn, the more you enjoy the company, the longer the project tends to take, for sure. That's a really good way of putting it, actually, Andrew. Yeah, the more you enjoy the project, the longer it takes. Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it. Very smart, very wise. Wise words. There we go. That's all neat now. I will still have to do some unpicking on this, but that's okay, because just to get rid of some of the gathering threads, and then we need to get this so that it's waist size. God. This is just one layer as well. I'm an idea giver. Heck yeah! Don't tell me where to shove my horn, thank you very much. I would never. Yeah, but if my plan gets complicated, mess up, and have to redo everything, planning's difficult, but things is fun on stream. Yeah, for sure. It's a full-time job, but someone's gotta do it. So it bounces. It bounces. God, Booze, where did you come from? Where did you come from? Also, Salty, how goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Good morning. Good morning. I'm actually just gonna change screen because I have more gathering to do. Are you ready? We're gonna gather the top one. This is our last gather now. This is gathering to waist size, because this is the piece that will go around the top. Yeah! Come on, there's gotta be a fake. She never said that. What? Oh my god, Boobs, where did you come from? There's gotta be a... I'm sure that probably came from the VTuber streams. Like when we were designing a VTuber. Because you know when you're clicking through the layers and layers just like ping out of nowhere? We also did ping our boobs though, to be fair. Not my legit ones, but like the ones on the VTuber. We went like boing across the screen. I remember that. Because I remember somebody raided right as I did it, and one of the tits got stuck in the corner. And as I was greeting people in, I was like, oh my god, one of my VTuber's tits is stuck in the bottom left corner. And yeah, it was quite a look. Oh dear. I don't understand how you have patience to do something like that. You know what? I'd say it's slow, but it's not that bad. The worst part is the bottom. Once you've done the bottom piece there, the rest of it's kind of okay, because the rest of it you can sit at a desk and do. The bottom bit I have to sit on the hallway floor, because there's no other place big enough that I can actually use that piece of fabric, because it's like 16 meters long. The rest of it's alright. That bit I don't like doing either, honestly. I'm not a saint, that bit's a nightmare. The rest of it's okay. Oh. I think I'm gonna make this a little bigger than waist. I think I might make this just a bit bigger than the widest part of my hips, so that I can have a tube going into a waistband. It's kind of like a, there are, oh, this is way too tight around my fingers. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna lose the end of my fingers. There are some that are like that, but normally you'll see them on the cheaper side. Obviously this is not what I want as far as like a design to go. I don't want it to look cheap, but the reason I'm doing that is again just because of where the tail is. I want the poof to start just a little lower down so that it doesn't intercept the tail on this design. But yeah, that's my thought process with this, is to have the poof start just a tiny tad lower than my waist. Because otherwise it's going to poof out straight from the small of my waist. And I think I'd rather it poof out just a tiny bit lower. Just a tiny bit lower. Yeah, I'd rather do a puzzle. That's fair. That's fair. I honestly, rather than ruffling the bottom bit, I think I'd rather do a puzzle too. It's something. Aren't we glad? No! I love having Dem here. No, I love having Dem here. I'm not glad Dem isn't here. I love having Dem here. Yeah, it's cute. Cute little cotton petticoat. So cute. This is only the first one of 4. That's the only thing. So, even after we finish this one, we still have 3 more to make. But again, I need to ruffle some of the larger pieces to get those done. Tomorrow, talk a little bit about tomorrow while I'm doing this. We're going to be unpicking. I don't know if anyone, I don't know if that's going to trigger anyone. If we have any seamstresses in chat, we've got a lot of unpicking to do. So, going into Boobtober, we're going to be recycling a lot of bras. But to do that, we have to unpick all the bras that I already have. So, tomorrow is going to be a day of unpicking bra after bra after bra after bra. I hope people are excited because it means that we get to start pairing some of the bras with the bras they're going to end up being. Which I'm quite excited about. I'm not excited about the unpicking part, but I'm excited about starting to pair the bras up with what they'll end up actually being, like pairing the bras up with the designs we've done for them. That should be good. I have a couple of bras at the moment in mind for certain ones, but I don't have all of them mapped out by any stretch of the imagination. That's what tomorrow is going to be. The latest puzzle you finished is 2,000. Oh, that's a big one. That's no joke. That's a large puzzle. Jeez. Puzzles are harder than you think. Well, I don't know why I always thought puzzles were really easy. I just thought they'd be really simple and like, oh, it just takes time. It's not difficult. Actually difficult though. Oh dear. Ruffle those feathers, I mean fabric. Ruffle those fabric. Yeah, I will do my best not to ruffle any feathers. That's not my intention to be here. To ruffle feathers. Funnily enough. Go. Ruffling that along. Oh my god. Marys, how goes it? Welcome on in. I hope you are having a good day. Welcome to Ruffling of the Petticoats. This is our last layer, so this is the final ruffle, but it's the first layer of 4 as far as the thickness of the petticoat goes. Oh dear. The thing about the quote list is that we have a lot of thing that we know you said. We have all the blackmail material. Yeah, if I ever try to get like a really like an office job, like or like a politician job or something like that. They're like, right, so what was this thing you said in 2020? These aren't your boobies, these are pain? Yeah, I just need a bit of context on that. God, that'd be terrible. Oh dear. I pick all those bras, I've got a weird satisfaction demolishing things. Ah, vile! You could have done it for me. I don't like unpicking things. I mean, it's not quite so bad because I didn't make them, but I still don't like unpicking things, you know? I still don't like it. I'm just going to cut off some of this excess because otherwise I know it's going to get attached to something. There you go. Noisy! How goes it? I hope you're having a good day! Welcome on in! I'm still gathering. So much gathering. I'm going to start from the other side now. And try to meet in the middle. And then if we need to let any out, we can let some out. Oh dear. 1 and too. I'm trying to pull the ones on this right side as well, because that way if they meet in the middle, I can pull from both sides. Did you put the boop 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 in the chat? The sound of clips. Most from your list. Oh, God damn it. The sounds are just a constant in my life. They don't ever stop. Being around me is just a constant stream of noise. It's fine on stream because it's like you only get a small clip of it, like you get like a few hours of it, right? If you ever actually hang around me, it's like, Jesus Christ, will you stop making all those noises? I remember when I was learning to drive, I kept getting told off for going wee whenever we turn a corner. That was one thing that I'd get called up on all the time. They'd be like, you can't go wee every time you go around a corner, because they'll call you up on that if you take your test. Which I think is rude, because you know what? It doesn't say anything on my driving if I go wee when we go around a corner, but they said it would. They said they'd dock points for going wee. Oh, you're off, Jelly! You're off, Jelly. I'm Jelly. You're off, Vile. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for popping by. Oh, you're heckin' busy. You are. Look after yourself, Vile. Don't be too heckin' busy. Make snack breaks. Right, I'm gonna get that side. Beep. They still do that sometimes. Heck yeah. Dog points for having fun. How dare they? I know, right? Right. This is going to be a little big still, but I think this will go around the biggest point, so which is what I want, because I'm going to still put like another ring on this. There we go. That's one layer. One layer. We still have 4 more to go. Look at that. Well, so what's going to happen with this? We're going to actually end up dip dyeing and then getting like an ombre on these, and I'm going to do them all individually before I sew them together. And then I'm going to sew some gold into the bottom, so this bottom bit will have a gold rim. Like, look at all that. That's so much for just one layer. That's a lot. Jeez, the commitment. That's a lot. That's a heckin' lot. It stands up on its own, like. No hands. Just skirt. It's so much. So yeah, we have 4 more to do to get like the poof that I want. And then, yeah, I still would need to have that top piece, but the top piece, I'm gonna aim just to have one and have all of the 4 poofs attached to that one top piece. Maybe 2, just for the stability, but I won't hopefully have to dye that because it's gonna be white and these will be purple to white. Yeah, I can leave that. Oh my God. It's so cool though. So cool. I mean, this is the thing. As much as this is a pain to make, it's so satisfying to look at. Ow. So satisfying. It's like a good old swishy. Even without all of the extra stuff. It's like very satisfying. And it looks very traditional. Yes. Can you guess what my absolute favourite quote is? You said earlier, didn't you? Oh no, that's Flotil. It's not the how far is this gonna go down my butt? That's a lot of people's favourite. If I need something made, I just pay someone on Etsy to do it. That's fair. There's a lot of very talented people on Etsy, so you get good deals on there. A lot of good people. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that one. We're not a cult. We're not a cult. Right. We do need to raid someone though. Let's get that set up because I can't do any more until I sit on my floor and ruffle a bit more. I gotta sit on the floor. I gotta ruffle. So what I'm gonna do is why do I have Photoshop open while I'm streaming? What a plonker! Why did I do that? Oh my God, my poor computer. My computer's like, why? You've left Photoshop open while you are streaming. Why? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, computer. Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad. Oopsie doopsie. Oh dear. Right, I'm gonna send you all over towards someone else. Let me see who is doing a live stream today. a few people. Oh no. Oh no. There's a few. How about we send you all over to Momo? It's been a... Why am I got into full screen? Oh no. Why don't we send you all over to Momo? It's been a minute since we raided Momo. And Momo is doing some resin jewellery. That sounds lovely. Heck yeah. We'll do that. I was here with the raid too. We're just about to walk out. 2 seconds. I'm gonna set it up. Oh, thank you for putting those in the chat. Wait, no grilled tomato cheese for lunch? Oh, what happened? Was it just too difficult to get hold of? I'm sorry, Dem. That being said, if you don't know Dem, Dem's a good bean and it's their birthday tomorrow. It's their birthday stream tomorrow, if they're able to. So definitely check out Dem if you haven't checked out Dem already. And we also have Shifty, who is our other lovely mod who streams. Definitely check them both out. If you haven't checked out either of our mods who stream, check them out because they're good beans. And specifically Dem has, yeah, a birthday stream tomorrow. Heck yeah! You gotta check out Dem for the hecking birthday stream. Good stuff. So yeah, please do send them some love. If you haven't sent my lovely mods any love, I would be banned without them, arguably. So, oh dear. So we're gonna send some love over to Momo. Momo is doing resin crafts. If you've not met Momo, lovely, lovely bean. So yes, we're gonna be doing that today. And then tomorrow, we're gonna be unpicking lots of bras and pairing them with the designs that we've done the previous few weeks. Yes, lots of boobtober stuff tomorrow. Yes, if you're not aware of boobtober, breast cancer awareness month stuff basically. Yes, I'll see you all there tomorrow. Otherwise, have a lovely rest of your day. Take care, everyone.